anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Carnival Sunday night. This is us. One rhythm. Ignites the Savannah stage. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday night.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. History has been created at the 2026 International Chutney Soca Monarch Competition held at Skinner Park, San Fernando on Sunday. Savita Singh has dethroned 2025 Monarch Marshall Montano to capture the title of Chutney Soca Monarch with her dynamic performance of The Ring. This is the first time that a woman has captured the overall title in the competition's 31-year history. Placing second and capturing the traditional chutney title was Rani Rasika Dindyal, and coming in third was Lady Lava. Marshall Montano placed fourth. In other news, an AR-15 rifle and a quantity of cannabis were seized by officers of the North Central Division during an intelligence-led operation conducted in St. Joseph District over the weekend. According to reports, officers proceeded to Cayman Road, St. Joseph, where a search of a bushy area revealed 3 bags containing 42 kilograms of cannabis and 1 rifle loaded with a magazine. Investigations are ongoing. The Tobago House of Assembly has given its full support to Pan Trinbago's hosting of the Medium Band Finals in Trinidad. The event, which was scheduled to take place in Tobago on Sunday, will take place at the Queen's Park Savannah on Monday, owing to Seabridge challenges. Secretary of Tourism Zurisha Hackett noted that the infrastructure and parade grounds in Bacalet, the planned venue for the Medium Band Finals, will be utilized for another event.
Paid for infrastructure and so on. We're going to shift the Junior Carnival Extravaganza to parade grounds. And there's also another suggestion on the table as to what we do on the actual Monday night when the Medium Band Finals is occurring in Trinidad. If we can utilize the space and have, persons come, large screen up, and, try to engage Tobagonians, in that way to use the space we've already prepared.
The Executive Council is discussing the suggestion, and once finalized, an announcement will be made. TTT Sport joined the All Sectors Netball League for their last match day before the carnival break at the Eastern Regional Complex in Tacarigua. In the championship division, Police Netball Club took on USC. This one was all police with goal shoot Sukara Morgan and goal attack Aaliyah Andrews leading the charge. Morgan had 11 of her 18 attempts go in with her time on the court, while Andrews led all scorers in the match with 21 of her 29 attempts going in. The USC ladies struggled against the Tide to get their scoring off the ground. Kimola McMillan at goal attack led her team scoring with 12 of her 19 attempts hitting the mark. With a sizable lead late in the match, the police bench experimented with a new goal shoot, Tamika John, who had 13 of her 22 attempts, and they made sure that there was no way back for the University ladies, laying down the lay to blow them off the court with commanding 46-22 victory. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Vermala Bakaran. Good morning, Vermala.
Good morning, Carrie. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. Kind of tired, to be honest. It was a packed weekend. What about you?
I'm okay. It was pretty good. It was a very quiet weekend. Got a little bit of rest here and there. You should have gotten some too.
Rest was that.
These are not just stories, they are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands. Brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM. You may wonder, how can a tree become a legend? But for centuries, one towering giant has stood not just as part of the landscape, but as part of the lore. They call it the silk cotton tree, also known as the ceiba, the kapok, the jumbi tree. Its massive roots grip the earth, its branches stretch high into the sky, and its shadow carries stories older than memory. Long before the modern world, the first peoples of Trinidad, the Amerindians, believed this tree was a dwelling place for spirits. They didn't worship it, but they revered it. Later, when Africans were brought to the island, they too learned to respect the silk cotton, so deeply in fact that many refused to cut it down for timber. That fear still lives today. Engineers, planners, workers, even with blueprints in hand, have been known to walk away rather than disturb a silk cotton tree. Better to reroute a road than to awaken what lies within. For the old stories warn, inside the trunk, inside the roots, dwell spirits not meant to be disturbed. And if you dare to cut it, if you strike the silk cotton, if you chop away even a single piece, the lore says you will be struck dead. Immediately, no second chances, no mercy, just silence. So when you pass one on a lonely road, when its massive branches loom above you in the moonlight, remember, in the Caribbean, some trees are not just trees. They are guardians, they are warnings, they are alive with stories we were never meant to forget. Another tale from our islands, reminding us that the past, the spirits, and the stories of our ancestors are never far away. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Carnival Sunday night. This is us. One rhythm. Ignites the Savannah stage. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday night.
Before the sun, before the road, the talk starts here. Talk City 91.1. Any views or opinions expressed on the ground report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
You must develop a sense of self-reliance. You must develop a sense of confidence. And you must know and remember that parliamentarians are your servants and that you are the lords of the land. And so I ask you to put your hand on your heart, every one of you, and shout after me, I am the government. Louder, I am the government. I am the government.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you.
I must say a pleasant good morning to those of you that are locked on to us in Talk City, 91.1 FM. Good morning to you, to all the maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you. To all senior citizens, a pleasant good morning to you. To the physically challenged disabled people, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy, to all prison officers, police officers, yes, Coast Guard officers, soldiers, down to the prisons.
Out of the ashes,
prison officers.
There's no one like
to all lawyers that are locked onto the number one program, the Ground Report, magistrates and judges that are locked on. Good morning to each and every one of you. Not forgetting the garbage collectors, the mechanics. Yes. The shoemakers. The all hairdressers, barbers, each and every one of you that make up beautiful Trinidad and Tobago. That people believe are the forgotten people. No. When it comes to the Ground Report, when it comes to the pit bull of radio, you all are not forgotten. And so long as there's a way, and you're surely the pit bull of radio have a voice right here on the Ground Report program, I will always be your voice. The voice of the voiceless. It is what it is. Because each and every one of us deserve to live better. We want to live better. We demand them to live better. And And I want to believe under the Kamala Prasad Bisesa government, we should, we will.
And who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us,
Let's give her the opportunity. Let's see where it goes. Because the fact is,
if our God is for us, then who
the former administration leave the country broke, no money.
if our God is with us?
They borrow out, they spend out, they thief out. The country's in a mess. It is in a mess.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Hey, Stefan, Ramsarup, good morning to you. Anthony Ford, a pleasant good morning. Troy Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. So I'm just saying morning to those that look on to us on the World Wide Web, on social media here, all of you on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitter that are look on to us. Good morning to you all. Hey, Desmond Hines, good morning on Facebook. Anthony Ford there on YouTube. Marlon Citroen on Facebook there, good morning. Boudram John, good morning. Matilda Rhodes on YouTube, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Tara Reyes, good morning. Ann Williams, a pleasant good morning. Boudram John, good morning. Dave Moraz, good morning. Wendy and John, good morning to you. Julian John, a pleasant good morning.
Into the darkness you shine.
Esther Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. Marilyn Citroen, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting baby, my baby, a pleasant good morning to you. And teacher Balmain. Not forgetting Vidya out there in Vancouver. Good morning to you. Not forgetting Faye and Mr. Clarence. Good morning to you. Mr. Clarence here in Trinidad. Do you win the match, girl? Who all you feel will be the 10 finalists in the match, girl? I can tell you who I feel going to win that match, girl. I want to see if all you can tell me who going to win. I telling all you from now who I believe. I don't want to say yet, but I want to hear from you all. Who going to win it? Who going to be the first in first, second, third? I just said only who I feel going to win.
You shine.
And then only go tell me who's the 10th, that will believe 10 finalists that will be in the match, girl.
There's no one like you.
Hey, Rajan Rampasad, pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Anthony Edwards, Kamona Edwards, good morning. Jama Sipasad, a pleasant good morning to you. Mary, good morning. Samantha, pleasant good morning to you. Primraj, good morning. Calvin, the O'Brady Bunch, a good morning to you, O'Brady Bunch. Peter Samlalson, good morning. Hey, Viram, Ragunanan, a pleasant good morning to you. Michael Scotland, good morning. Hafrina, Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Nadira, or we are going here like you don't send message again or what? Hey, Beulah, with all them cat you have there, good morning. Lucky Lal, a pleasant good morning to you. 007, good morning. Janelle, good morning. Ricky Ramota, a pleasant good morning to you. Jamila Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Farmer Kane Farmer, good morning. So much of you already look on to us online here. Hundreds of you already look on online. To the number one program, The Ground Report, right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Biznat Prasad, a pleasant good morning to you.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us?
Eleanor, good morning. Timothy Roberts, a pleasant good morning to you.
Can stand against
Dan Harilal, a pleasant good morning. Daniel Garcia, yes, good morning. In fact, Ganga, good morning to you, Ganga. So much. Just cool, good morning. Hey, Ishmael Khan, a pleasant good morning. Michael Scotland, good morning. Nancy Basdio, a pleasant good morning to you. Royal Prasad, good morning. Denver Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting Darren Mohan, Kongse Darren Mohan, Vega de Opu, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting Philip, how are you going, partner? Good morning to you. I see Carlos the other day, boy. Carlos looking happy. But Carlos will look onto the ground report. He get big in the dance, eh? He oversee partner the pit bull, eh? Oh boy, that's a bad thing. I'm gonna bite Carlos.
Into the darkness you shall
Bang, 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 bang.
There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger.
Hey, Trini Nairo, good morning to you. Paul Daniel saying good morning. And Moon Sami, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Diane, legendary, pleasant good morning. And Jackman, good morning. What the hell is this? Who about talking about this already morning, boy? The pitbull get hiccup, you know. Yes, me get hiccup early. So I talking and again hiccup. Where's that sign again, earlier?
Yes, you shall.
Like it has some kind of thing, boy. Where's that sign? What the hell is this? When again hiccup early. So
There's no one.
but tell the pitbull. Let me know, so I go deal with that zombie. You know, is that zombie? If you see a come on and for years you ain't get this and again I get hiccup, yes.
Our God is greater.
Anthony Ford, good morning. Cheryl, good morning.
God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome.
Chevlin Plaza, good morning. Yeah, I get hiccup, yes. Brian, good morning. Krishna, pleasant good morning. Roma Price. And Zelina, good morning.
God, you are higher than any.
Nah, I don't know. I get hiccup, yes, all you. All you had to help me out this morning. Sugdir, oh, God, boy. Good morning, Sugdir. Jill Monroe, good morning. Joel Mohan, I must have good morning to you, your wife. And your beautiful child, good morning to you all. Hey, Counselor. Next Counselor, Nasa Hussein, good morning. My next partner, hey boy. Neely Silva, good morning to you. And your wife, a pleasant good morning. Gloria Escala, pleasant good morning. Nati, Ramlal, good morning. Hey, Sheldon Roach, good morning to you.
And if our God is with us,
Hara,
then what can stand against? And if our
good morning.
God is for us, then who could?
Felix, Monty, a pleasant good morning.
And if our God is with us, then what?
Ryan Nick Cherry. Good morning, Donna Lewis. So much all boy. Ro, Ramnarayan, a pleasant good morning. Mr. Ramnarayan out there in Canada, a pleasant good morning to you. User 1111, good morning. Adis Ramnarayan, Nicholas Ramnarayan, his son, good morning. Balraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Dennis C. Paul, how are you going, my brother? A pleasant good morning to you and your daughter, Journey. Good morning, Journey. Raquel, good morning. Ramesh, good morning. I want to say a pleasant good morning to Dave and Deborah. That's who is responsible for us here, Lincoln. Dave and Deborah, pleasant good morning to you. I'm trying to get all in contact with all you a while now. Sonita, good morning. Kamla Samlal Singh, a pleasant good morning to you. Kaladin Pasar. Whoa, what kind of big name is it? Kaladin Pasar. I was see there. Yeah, Kaladin Pasar, boy. Whoa. Free J, good morning. Yeah, Free J. Sharon Berkey, all the old man, all the Sharons at the Locon. Elizabeth Duke, a good morning to you. Naz Ali and Mr. Ali, a pleasant good morning to you. Frank Andy Babulal, good morning. I hear no told because it's Monday. That a long weekend, eh? Hey, Shanti, Ramrup, good morning. Naz Ali and Mr. Ali, a pleasant good morning. Jason Jeffrey, good morning. Besnat Prasad, good morning. Jesse on the hole, good morning, 007. Rupert Lal, a pleasant good morning to you. Cyril.
ashes we rise. There's no one.
I Cyril Roop Chancing. Hey, Abigail, good morning. Nice. So I have everybody, I tell everybody morning that day. Not forgetting Miss Lorna and all of you. The hundreds of you that already lock on. Good morning to each and every one of you. Khalid. Good morning, Khalid. Krishna, I tell you morning already, eh? How was your weekend? After we leave you all on Friday, we leave each other Friday. How was your Friday straight to your Sunday
to the darkness
weekend? And we back up and running today, Monday, please God.
The ashes we rise. There's no.
What went on in your part of the words? What's supposed to make news that not making news? What's on your front burner this morning? To you, the thousands of you, the ground reporters.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
My maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Your private vehicles, everybody. Don't forget, I hope you all telling each and every other driver where they can get back the ground report. Right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Eh? Don't forget. Let me say before I start, a pleasant good morning to Director Snipes. Director Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you. How was your weekend? What's on your front burner? Did you watch the Masgra?
Well, unlike a lot of people, I have to be outside because I'm well booked, so I'm recovering.
Wow.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox.
I find again inviting me to all them bookings you have, I could come and be at this jockey to the side, just bowling. Snipes in the house.
You sure you could keep up? We're going from tomorrow night, 4 events per day, straight up to Carnival. And then we have to be here on time, eh?
Yeah.
That's not an excuse to not be here. We have to be here on time.
So that means I believe in event I'm going to work straight, boy.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Oh God, well I feel I go have to save some of the energy.
Let's take your vitamins.
Yeah, save some of the energy for the morning to make sure I can reach on time. So I will out of 4, I might just go 2. Yeah, the one.
That's all right. That's all right. Just let me know when you're ready.
All right, no problem, Director Snipes. So Trinidad and Tobago, let's hear what's in the headliners. I will tell Lennox good morning in a little bit.
I know one saying tell Lennox good morning.
Oh, well, remember, I just only tell him morning when I seen him, eh? I know he's been doing the research. I ain't seen him yet. Lennox Smith, I seen him now. A pleasant good morning to you. How was your Friday at Pagos? Doing your chopped broker foot dance, matrix kind of dance day, so Friday. All right, so we don't know where you will tell me we're going Friday, and then we know Saturday, Sunday, we know you ain't doing that chopped dance at all. But did you watch the match grab? Who you believe going and win the match grab? You know? Let's hear Lennox Smith.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, of course, I always say that when the fox can't get the grapes, they say, well, it ain't good, it's rotten, etc., etc. It is called cognitive dissonance, but that's all right. I know you can't dance. That's why, of course, you would, of course, try to put in the shade those who can. But that being as it may, I heard you mention 2 things this morning, and I thought, well, yeah, maybe something is really wrong. Here it is. You said that you got hiccup, and then, of course, yes. And then you said that how was Snipes' Dimash Gras? And I saying, well, boy, it's Calypso Fiesta. How come we talking Dimash Gras already? But then it may be as a consequence of the first what I perceive to be the first reason. And that is, of course, some of the things that causes hiccup, my friend, is when you drink and eat too quickly. I don't know what you was
So it's
drinking
not,
or
so it's
eating
not
over the
Obia.
weekend.
It's not Obia. But it's not
So
Obia.
no.
It's
No,
not Obia.
no. It's something you might have done.
All right.
Either you drink or eat too quickly. I don't know what, but I just saying that is what the clinicalists will see. In terms of the diagnosis, among other things, of course, but I think that one captured my attention, whether you eat or drink too quickly. That being as it may, we go straight, of course, to the headlines. Some of it is the well, of course, as far as Carnival news is concerned, Stink and Dirty. I don't know why they give it that name, but it seemed to be very, very...
I feel it's a ban that fit. I call on the government to ban that. Too much of fight. Too much of madness.
But whatever the name is, whether it is obscene or not, it seemed to be making money. And I mean, and that is the seasonal objective of these events. And of course, Snipes told you, well, he has a hectic schedule, so I suppose it's about making money in this compacted space.
Right, but Lennox Smith,
leading up to Carnival.
besides you knowing about the Stink and Dirty Snipes, everybody will know about the Stink and Dirty Fed. It gone already. Did you not see the negative impact that the Stink and Dirty Fed had, including people being drugged, young women being drugged and lie down and knock out there? You know the drugs where stink to knock out women.
It's only for the first time. I saw it
Real
when I
fights.
visited our good friend in Carnage, Mr. Carnage, and there were people who were actually hiring pirogues and so on to get to Port of Spain because they would have parked there. Fortunately, because if you were parked in Carnage itself, you'd have to wait until around 12 o'clock before you get out after the fete would have been completed. So yes, I see that, and I see that the businessmen as well are complaining. They said that some of them are saying, well, listen, I'm not going to have any more business. I'm going to close my business until after Carnival. So you have all those situations. But of course, it also triggered my memory as well, because the last administration did say that they wanted to construct a causeway. You know, a causeway is a road on stilt just along the shoreline, so that you do not have that cul-de-sac or that one way in, one way out scenario. At least you would have two exit points or entry points. So all of that, I think, must be on the cards.
If I just may weigh in on a situation like this, and I want to tie it back to quite recently, where we've had a number of venues being banned from hosting fetes, you know, and it kind of took me back to thinking about why people do feasibility studies and things like that. I don't even want to go back to the fact that the past administration said they was going to build something. I believe one of the reasons for hosting fetes in particular areas was to allow for people to transit to the point and leave the point without having this big issue of traffic and you know, so and that's why we say when you go to make decisions, and this is not just for this particular administration, any administration, any community, any council, when you're going to make decisions, you always try to do that feasibility study and understand the why, the how, the when, the where, before you make a decision to say, okay, let's do that and displace this. What is the solution? You know, because fete promoters face a lot of issues when you're planning an event, you know. So I want people to take that into consideration. You said that people would have had to leave Carnage, and this is not the first time. I don't know if you all remember, we had something called Flu Tag in Trinidad where Red Bull had an event in the West.
Yeah,
same issue. Same issue.
So you have to look. You have to look at those logistical issues. You have to look because the venue may be idyllic. You know what I mean? I mean, the ambience, the atmosphere. I mean, the seaside, the breeze. I mean, you can't want anything more beautiful than that to host, of course, such an event. And of course, the area is increasingly becoming to be known as a major recreational spot. And of course, a number of things could happen. But at the same time, with events like this, based on experience, you need to be able to treat with that issue as well. How they do it? Well, that is the job of the planners and maybe working in concert with the state in order to, of course, find a solution there. But that
Right.
one way out, one way in scenario, that cul-de-sac has always been an issue for security issues. And remember, our army and Coast Guard is based down there. And if something happens in central Trinidad or somewhere up in the
So
east
true.
where you cannot take boat to reach, you have a difficulty with that one way in, one way out scenario. So there's
So
a
the
number
morals-
of issues that particular logistical nightmare that was created, unintended, well, some people would say unintended, but it materialized and therefore must be looked at.
Nice, but
you were saying something, Andy?
Yeah, but to make a long story short, what you all both are saying there is that the whole issue of promoters not having a proper place to promote, that when it coming to transportation, easy transportation, when it coming to proper road infrastructure and those things, the easiest was really places like, the Brian Lara Stadium, the various stadiums in truth, and because it was built for mass amount of people, including the Atto Bolden Stadium, the Hazy Crawford Stadium, and many of those stadiums. But the government on the whole, the present government on the whole, are totally right to that. Those feds and them mashing up these places, and it's small money it is that these promoters paying for those places and all those various things, right? So because we meet a tight in, because people might jump up to say, well, hey, remember Auntie Cam's banned feds from these stadiums and them, and she gave good reasons.
Exactly.
So what we need to do too is really and truly organize with the planning ministry, have to get in play with promoters, and promoters have to organize too and put their money where the mouth is, where they can partner and organize and get a proper venue that will be easy way in, easy way out, because it is a very dangerous thing when we watch what this thing and Dirty Fed did to Carnage on that sea coast there, whereby if anybody gets sick, that's trouble. Ambulance had to pick up anybody. There's no way in, no way out. Imagine you living in a community and you can't get in, you can't get out because of a Fed. That's bad. That's bad.
Gridlock. It was no curfew. It was no state of emergency. It was simply traffic overwhelming the situation that has created, of course, that congestion. But it is important that we mention it, because the authorities must, take a look at that, in spite of the fact that they have curtailed or have reduced the number of venues. But I think that particular fete and that particular venue, I think, would have always brought that number of persons. And therefore, whether you have it at the stadium or down there, where it eventually ended up, and maybe they look at the ambience as well, but that needs to be reviewed. Right.
Nice.
So other news items. Well, the Minister of Works has indicated that over 5,000 potholes will be treated in the not too distant future, in this round of the pothole covering program that her ministry has engaged in. And then, of course, she went on a media blitz, if I would call it that, in order to explain that at an AmCham meeting, the American Chamber, some experts said that the revival or the revival program of the government for Trinidad and Tobago to become into a more modernized society, physically, infrastructure, and of course, a diversification. She used that opportunity to criticize any opponents to that particular initiative, and of course indicated or disclosed to the public that over just about 1,000 expression of interest across the various programs that have been identified came from places as far as, I believe, China. Yes, China. You have the United Kingdom. You had, of course, United States, and of course, local interests. So it shows that there is an attraction to that initiative. And then, of course, I also noted that the IMF, the fourth article examination. You remember, they come every year in every country to tell us what's the state of our economy and what we should do and what we shouldn't do, etc. But of course, Dave Tanku, the Minister of Finance, has rejected any notion that the Trinidad and Tobago dollar should be reduced, and of course made it very clear that, of course, as we would call it under the ground report, we normally would say that the last administration seemed to have a kind of nag for what they call accounting economics, so where you look at numbers and you don't look at people. Well, of course, this administration says it's people. People development is what is important, and therefore those multiple and massive and mega projects that are being identified to attract over 70,000 jobs will certainly be the panacea for Trinidad and Tobago as we move forward, and not any IMF prescription, which normally will go the opposite way in terms of constraints in spending and, of course, cutting jobs, etc. This government is saying categorically that they reject that kind of recommendation and that they will not pursue that course. And of course, that is manifested by Julian John's presence in that press conference to tell us how successful so far this initiative has been. One and two, by June of this year, things should start rolling out.
Nice. Let's say we get them just small clippets of the headliners. We will go into all the details after we just give them the headliners, right? So the lead story is businesses shut down after Carnival. They say they're shutting down after Carnival, which Lennox Smith mentioned that. Weekend after the stink and dirty chaos when it comes to all kind of traffic. We also seen in the news $1 million fire at Alarming supermarket. Left over 100 people unemployed. Wow. Families of political detainees in Venezuela are protesting. We are also seeing here it's over the murder count in The Guardian is at 36. They say 36 people for the year dead so far. Where we reach? We reach February.
Yeah, February
9th. All right, well,
today's the 9th.
So let's get that done.
And of course, on Carnival news, well, of course, there was the Calypso Fiesta, and there is some controversy that some people who the crowd preferred did not get in because of their politically stinging genre, and more than that, it was as a consequence of criticizing the present government. And some people, but we know the crowd down there will naturally gravitate to that, including Stuart Young was there, and he had a rousing welcome. I don't know if Penelope Beckles would have gone there, but of course there is the school of thought that says that it appears that he is vying for leadership when the next opportunity presents itself of the PNM.
I think he's going to get you.
That would be a blessing in disguise. Really.
I think he will get you because Penny is Penny is very, very weak. I think he will get you, so that will be between he and Marvin Gonzalez. Anyhow, Ravi B party
my view is he is
oversold.
weaker. But we have to go for a break. And when we come back more, as it begins, of course, to
gentlemen, just before we do that, let me remind you all that at 7:35 we open the phone lines for our Valentine's Day giveaway. Today we kick it off.
Wouldn't say that, boy. But,
today we kick it off. We allow for listeners to enter, and we're gonna take your name every shift throughout the day. There's gonna be a chance for callers to call in and tell us about their experience where they found love after divorce, after experiencing a major breakup, or after they were probably widowed, the way they opened their heart back. You call and you give us a short story. We're asking you to be truthful and respectful.
So you have to be honest.
Yeah.
That's the part. That's the part I was trying to avoid. I was hoping that you had flexibility there, but it appears it's done.
Well, we wouldn't know. And we're actually going to rate your story by percentage. So the winner for the day will go forward.
I see. And what is the ultimate prize?
Well, I don't have that information.
Bragging rights.
No, it's not bragging rights. You're definitely going to be given a prize, but you're going to go into the pot and move forward.
I move forward. Okay.
So we'll have one winner per day.
All right, people. Well, we go for the break, and when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
It's the hottest show for Carnival. And if you missed it, this is another chance to celebrate the icons in Gone But Not Forgotten. I feel like hope. Friday 20th, the Friday after Carnival. We're back at Napa and on Saturday 21st at Sapa.
Including Bunny, Swallow, Singing Francine, Shadow, Arrow, Maestro, Rootsman, Blacks, Sandoli, Rigo, Rash Shorty Eye, plus lots more. Their music still lives on in our heart. An unforgettable night as we celebrate their legacy in Gone But Not Forgotten.
Backing band, the renowned Vince Rivers and the Soca Unit. Friday 20th, the Friday after Carnival. Here, back at Napa and on Saturday 21st at Sapa.
Showtime 6:30 p.m. Your master of ceremonies, Sonny Bling.
Tickets $300 and $250. $50 off by Ash Wednesday if stocks last. Available at Crosby's, Jumbo Foods Barataria, Mark's Liquor Palace, Diego Martin Main Road, All Kenny Sport, Western Union, Tuna Puna, All Extra Foods, Athletes by the Park, Bonlini Drugs, San Fernando, Napa, and Sapa Box Office. $10 off for online purchases. For more info, call 732-3402. Gone, but not forgotten.
This Valentine's Day on Talk City 91.1, we're talking about real love.
Not the fairy tales, not the perfect endings, but the love that comes after heartbreak.
Join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
If you've loved and lost.
If you've survived divorce.
Or a long relationship.
And somehow found love again. We want to hear your story because love doesn't always start perfectly, but sometimes a second time means even more.
Call in, share your journey, inspire someone who still believes. Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
Only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Real conversations, real life, real love. On Monday 9th to Friday 13th February, join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak. Powered by the House of Angostura, Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone. Carnival Stories. Carnival Stories. History in motion.
The Moko Jambi. The Moko Jambi is a stilt dancer known throughout the Caribbean as a traditional folk character brought from West Africa. The name Moko comes from a West African god, while Jambi, meaning ghost or spirit, was added by freed Africans after emancipation. It was believed that the height of the stilts allowed the Moko Jambi to see danger before ordinary men, making him a protector of the village. Dancing on stilts often 10 to 15 feet high, the Moko Jambi wears long skirts or pants, a brightly colored satin or velvet jacket, and an elaborate hat topped with plumes. Sometimes accompanied by a dwarf in similar costume, he dances through the streets, collecting coins from balconies, moving to drums, triangle, flute, or the music of passing bands.
Carnival Stories. Carnival Stories. Where culture meets the road.
This Valentine's season, Talk City 91.1 FM celebrates second chances at love. Were you divorced, heartbroken, widowed, and thought love was over until it found you again? Share your story on air in just 1 or 2 minutes. Tell us how you healed, how long it took, and how love returned. Respectfully, honestly, and from the heart. Daily winners will be selected with a grand prize winner announced on Friday, February 13th. Second chances, love after heartbreak. Only on Talk City 91.1.
I dey carry your water from the moon and back. I dey change my track just to see you there.
Powered by the House of Angostura, Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
The Grandstand North Stand Carnival Sunday Night Unforgettable Experience is back. This is us. This is we. One Rhythm. Carnival Sunday Night.
Join Andy Williams, the pitbull of radio, and Lennox Smith, the big word man.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the ground report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. Yeah, it's 11 minutes to the hour to 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yes, yours truly, the pitbull of radio, Lennox Smith, Director Snipes. And we can't forget you, the Ground Reporters, and your thousands of you. Good morning to each and every one of you. Don't forget to give me the names, Lennox Smith of the finalists and them. We'll put that in place. Oh boy, Ravi B party oversold. They say Ravi B party was oversold there in Sandy Grande. But they say Patriots that did not get in was refunded. They say after fast services mentioned that that is too much people to close it off. At a certain amount of people say that it will be a hazard. It's trouble. So all who come early get in, and all who come late when fast services close it can get in, but they say they will get the money back. The minister dismisses a damning report on Blue Wave Harmony. Lennox Smith, what is that damning report that the minister dismisses when it comes to the Blue Harmony? We know the hull of that boat was damaged.
It was damaged, yes. Well, what transpired there is that the boat is under repair, partially in Tobago, and then to be concluded. I think Thursday it is expected to be back in service. But what has transpired is that some people who monitor the history of these boats are saying that it has a history of breaking down and not, of course, conforming to regulations, etc. And it triggered me to move into action one time to find out what is this all about. Well, it turned out that in some countries where it was deployed, there was some issues. But in the last time it was deployed, and from where the present administration would have secured that particular vessel, it had no issues. So I think there are some people who prefer to be nostalgic and want, of course, the worst for Tobago, possibly, or for the government by extension, and therefore, of course, will make some hullabaloo about that situation. But that has been rectified. The incident that took place in Tobago with the boat, whilst it was attempting to berth, I understand that it would have been some weather event that was unexpected and unprecedented, and as a consequence, that damage took place. But I also note that when the Galicia was here and it was servicing the route between Tobago and Trinidad, I'm talking about the cargo route, because that's a cargo ship. It was a man-made disaster when the Rowley administration took it off the route and then, of course, deployed barges that exposed people's goods, including, of course, construction items like steel and so on to the blast of the sea, the salt, and as a result, people had to undersell their product by the time it reached into Tobago. I want to make it clear because you cannot talk, just in case it's those elements that are insincere and have their political agenda and refuse to accept the fact that the history has shown that the Galicia was a man-made disaster for Tobago, as opposed to a natural event that took place that created, of course, the problem for the blue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You remember this is the ground report, you know.
Yes,
so you can't come with no one-sided thing and believe that you could get away with it and hoodwink the population. No. We tell you as it is, and we say what we mean, and we mean what we say.
Nice. We also realize here in page 10 here, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago rejected claims UNC backing of Barbados DLP for the elections. What says
well,
now?
you know that is a current thing. I remember
she name calling all up there here in Barbados elections.
Remember, it was the case in St. Vincent, as it was the case in St. Lucia. And of course, we see that further afield. But I want to say, however, that whilst she has not decided to go at the next plenary session, I think it's in St. Kitts Nevis, whose Prime Minister there is now the chairman of CARICOM. You know, there's this six-month cycle. She has not made a decision, but the chairman felt it.
Talking to Mike.
The chairman felt, the current chairman, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts Nevis, decided to come to Trinidad, obviously to encourage her to come to St. Kitts at the next plenary of the heads of government. However, I want to say that whether she goes or not, what she has decided to do, that there, I think it is in Suriname, there is an energy conference, and she has decided to go as the feature speaker at that forum. But in terms of CARICOM, because of the issues, as all of us would have known, over the presence of the Americans and Trinidad and Tobago seeking its own interest in that regard, and now, of course, is the beneficiary of many things to come and existing. I think people are having a revision as to their position. Of course, Barbados is having an election at this point in time, a snap election called by Motley, and I suppose Trinidad and Tobago will be featured there as well, as was the case in St. Vincent.
Hold 1 minute there. Oh boy.
M rejects claims UNC backing Barbados DLP for elections. Prime Minister has categorically denied claims that the United National Congress, UNC, is seeking to influence Wednesday's, February 11th, election in Barbados. The denial follows a veiled accusation by Barbados Prime Minister Mia Motley, who suggested that the opposition Democratic Labour Party, DLP, had adopted the slogan, "Yellow is the code," a phrase closely associated with the UNC. On February 5th at a Barbados Labour Party, BLP, political meeting at Tweedside Road in St. Michael, Motley mentioned that DLP leader Ralph Thorne was recently interviewed on state-owned Trinidad and Tobago Television, TTT. Motley said, "You find yourself on Trinidad and Tobago Television, TTT, telling people about yellow. Yellow is the code. Yellow is the code. I tell you, yellow is the curse." She added, "And what is that really a code for? Is it a code for campaign financing? Is it a code for who is supporting your party financially? Because if that is the case, then Errol Walton Barrow, Barbados' first PM, should now be rolling in a watery grave to believe that anybody leading the Democratic Liberal Party would want to make that party a subsidiary of another political entity in the Caribbean." The DLP logo features a deep royal blue background with bright yellow, gold elements. She said Barrow stood shoulder to shoulder with former T&T Prime Ministers Dr. Eric Williams and George Chambers. PM rejects claims UNC backing Barbados DLP for elections.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Well, you see TTT name calling in a big way on the platform there. In a big way. That is just how it is. TTT game big in the dance. Big interview, but it end up with a negative turnout. But they say they're going TTT for interview.
I mean, there's no news they say is good news, and sometimes no news means that you are inactive. So that if there is some news, and in this case it may, depending on who you speak to, it may be negative, but certainly there are some who would see it as positive.
Lennox, the Prime Minister of Barbados say, he go on TT, you know she's talk. And the man go on TTT, talking about yellow is the core. Boy, they're easy right now, the Caribbean hot. But what I watch at, because we're going to leading up to the 7 o'clock hour, where we have to go for that news. What I watch at quickly there before Snipes take the news here, Lennox Smith, is that really and truly, the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bissessar have become a very, very powerful person and a household name throughout the Caribbean, especially with her stand up for Donald Trump. With Donald Trump and United States. She seems now to be like the main leader in CARICOM at this point in time. Because when I watched the respect that was meted out to her by the new chair of CARICOM and technically begging her to come the first meeting, says a lot. This little lady makes her powerful again.
He would have ignored Muttley, because Muttley would be in the same corner like that of a former Prime Minister of St. Vincent. And we know that things are waxing warm, and Trinidad and Tobago is being looked at for leadership in CARICOM. And there is no doubt about that. And as I said, there is this energy conference in Suriname where she was invited to, and she said she will go. She has consented to that. I cannot say the same for the CARICOM heads of government.
Nice. Hold the Trinidad and Tobago. We go for the news and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We'll be back.
TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts, making the news at this time. Through the National Spot Patching Program, 5,000 defects have been identified nationwide. This according to Minister of Works and Infrastructure, Jerlene John, during a press conference hosted on Sunday. Minister John also noted that over 300 potholes have been patched in the space of 1 week. We do apologize for the technical difficulties there. We now go on to our next story. The Bucca Reef Fast Ferry will re-enter service on the Inter-Island Sea Bridge from today, Monday, February 9th, according to the Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago. In a press release from the Port Authority, the vessel can accommodate approximately 948 passengers and 160 vehicles, adding much-needed capacity to the sea bridge. The Bucca Reef will operate alongside the APT James and Galleons Passage for passenger and vehicle service, and the heavy cargo barge Elgin 4 will continue to provide support transportation of construction materials, heavy freight, and essential cargo to Tobago. In other news, police Operation Festive Shield exercises were responsible for the discovery and seizure of 527.2 grams of cannabis in the Western Division. Western Division Task Force officers acting on information intercepted a silver Nissan 80 wagon along Teixeira Street, Diego Martin. Upon searching the vehicle, the team discovered and seized one black rectangular plastic package containing cannabis. The item was conveyed to the St. James Police Station, and the driver of the vehicle was arrested. In some sport now, the national under-17 men's football team would welcome some support in their penultimate match at the 2026 CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers. The youngsters will face St. Martin at the Hazley Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain today from 4 p.m. And despite being virtually out of the qualification race, the team is determined to produce a strong performance. We return to Trinidad and Tobago today.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
These are not just stories, they are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands. Brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM. The Moko Jambi is one of the most iconic figures in Trinidad and Tobago's folklore, especially during Carnival. Standing tall on towering stilts, the Moko Jambi rises above the crowd, watching over the community as a symbol of protection and spiritual strength. Its roots reach back to African spiritual traditions, where the Moko Jambi was believed to be a guardian spirit, a warning presence against danger and misfortune. Today, that legacy lives on through Carnival, as Moko Jambis move gracefully through the streets in colorful, elaborate costumes representing resilience, pride, and cultural heritage. More than spectacle, the Moko Jambi traditionally engages with the crowd, collecting coins and strengthening the bands of community that define the season. In folklore, the Moko Jambi also stands as defense against malevolent spirits. Jambis such as the Dwen, Lagahu, and Sukuya. Alongside this guardian figure, protective customs like placing salt, garlic, or rice at doorways, wearing silver jewelry, and displacing spiritual symbols have long been practiced. Together, these traditions remind us that Carnival is not just celebration, it is living history. Another tale from our islands, reminding us that the past, the spirits, and the stories of our ancestors are never far away. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
This Valentine's Day on Talk City 91.1, we're talking about real love.
Not the fairy tales, not the perfect endings, but the love that comes after heartbreak.
Join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
If you've loved and lost.
If you've survived divorce.
Or a long relationship.
And somehow found love again. We want to hear your story, because love doesn't always start perfectly, but sometimes the second time means even more.
Call in, share your journey, inspire someone who still believes. Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
Only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Real conversations, real life, real love. On Monday 9th to Friday 13th February, join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak. Powered by the House of Angostura, Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
Saturday, February 21st. The Saturday after Carnival. Release the Carnival Comedy Cool Down, featuring the Caribbean King of Comedy, Major Hype, and his friends.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Major Hype, and guess what? It's all about the comedy show.
At the Southern Academy for the Performing Arts, SAPA, South Trinidad. Showtime, 8 p.m. Get your early bird tickets.
Shout out to my Trinity people. Where my Trinity people at?
Carnival Sunday night. This is us. One rhythm. Ignites the Savannah stage. This is we. One rhythm. Carnival Sunday night.
Here we go.
What is all this old noise? Wait, Mom streaming movies, Danny playing games, and Jenna blasting music all at the same time?
Yeah, remember we upgraded to Digicel plus 500 megabits per second plan. $500 to upload just as fast as download. So everybody could do their thing. Same time, no lag.
Well, I'm not fighting for Wi-Fi again. Pull up HBO for me there. Switch to Digicel Plus. Fast, reliable, 100% fiber home internet. Perfect for families with plenty devices, streaming, gaming, working, and more. Visit DigicelTT.com or any Digicel store today. Digicel Plus, better connected.
Pan on the road. Pan on the road. Voices on the air. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it loud. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. Yeah, it's 8 minutes past your of 7 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. And don't forget today, Trinidad and Tobago, from half past, I think, from 7:35. Yes. You all get the opportunity, have the opportunity to be a part of our Valentine's competition. We're going to win something. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I say I would go first today, but I feel the best person to go first today will be Lennox Smith. Have you ever been in love? Lost that love, get that heartbreak. You're crying. You can't eat. You're vomiting. You have to bank car, to bank truck. Oh God! You know that woman and them go make a man just, oh God, boy. When you leave here, you feel like you lost your everything, your world, your house, may you feel like your house mash up. That way it's called sweet to bank. That's not a bank, that's a bank truck or a bank train. Yeah. Tell people they said it's a bank car, that's small. It have who they said it's a bank maxi, that's a little bigger. It have who are the big maxi to bank car. Then it have who are the bank to bank truck. Oh God. Then it have who are the train. Watch me. Some people is fall in love, and when they lost that love, it is be hard. But have you find that person to mend that heart, to make you feel love again or to love again? That the truck that you had come out of the bank. We want to know from you, the ground reporters, I will want to know if it is Beulah ever had a banker and she find love. Or Miss Santa Cruz, but it was an Anmul Sami. One days have a lot of cats. You will have plenty cat. Meow, meow, fluffy cat. Cats, plenty. And Miss Santa Cruz had dog. Woof, woof. So I don't know, and I never asked them if they find back love. Or I wonder if they find love with them animal and them they who can't find back and they keep with the banker, them in love with cat and who love dog and they vow never to love a man again. But this is not the season for that. But we go know. So while we coming up to that over there, don't forget you all only will join the competition. I will ask Lennox Smith those questions in a little bit. But what we will do is open the lines to you, the public, very early on what's your front burner. What's supposed to make news that not making news? We already throw out a setup from the headliners there for you. The stink and dirty fat that cause business people say, no, that is it. We got to wrap up until after Canada. We can't take this. We talked about Mia Motley saying, well, the Honorable Prime Minister denied that she's supporting any political party out there. TTT name calling about yellow is the code and who taking interview. Wow. Miss Jerlyn John said they cover a set of potholes. They deal with a lot of potholes. I find that really following no set of potholes so far. But if people say following potholes, but it's a massive project that to continue. Get rid of those potholes and them. When they hit your car, bottom, tire bust, this, that, all kind of thing, and we can't get back with money. So the lines are open. Let's hear. Because I want to go to Lennox before I go to Yole. Yeah. So, but let me open the lines.
But before you come to me, I just want to say, you're chicken out, man. You're chicken out. You're chicken out, Andy. All right. But I will respond appropriately. We go to the lines, people. Of course, the lines are open, and Andy will give you, of course, all the numbers and all the platform on which you can get us at this time.
Nice. So again, Channel Tobago can get us at in the Talk City 91.1 FM studios. You can get us at 622-4911, 622-4911. You can get us on WhatsApp, but only WhatsApp voice notes. Yes, only WhatsApp voice notes. At in Talk City, that's 394-4911. 394-4911. And you can also get us at WhatsApp in the studios of Real Media TT. You can call and you can send your voice notes at a 366-3053. 366-3053. That's WhatsApp for some of you that, like Teddy, them who would be thieving internet from the neighbor. Yeah, where people under pressure, They say the PNM leave everybody broken. That a thief Wi-Fi and all kind of thing. Sometimes they making a contribution here and them good. Hey, talking about no, Andy, outside there by the neighbor trying to get the connection close now. So I come close. So don't think now no money. Yeah. So we cater for the broken people too. You understand? Right. So you can send up a WhatsApp voice note and you can call us WhatsApp at 366-3053, 366-3053. Or you can also call us in studio at a 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, or 239-5120. Don't forget you see the numbers up there anyhow, right? Right. What's on your front burner? What's supposed to make news that not making news? While you all get your bearings together for 7:35, for we to hear from some of you. When you was in love, you get your heart broken, you get your car, truck, train, and then all of a sudden, a lovely woman or man, that is for the woman, end up back in your life and make you see what love is all about again. I hope everybody find back love. But I want to know if Santa Cruz and Beulah ever find back love. Yeah. I feel like they'll put on a nice love tune. Let's go vex with them, Nice wicked woman if they play, they ain't find back love with man, Look, Lennox after this woman wanted to chop him up. Run him down like a dog, what's my, he just run better than his dance. And you only see him bottle pelting, piting. And that cutlass just dragging on the gun. I say, wait, this movie thing here, boy. And Lennox just run with his fat self around the building. Don't run! I say, he will never find back love after that day. After that, he afraid woman because woman go chop him up. Who go want to go back with woman when you see woman want to chop man up? I say, lad, he will never find back love again. But let me see, we go see if he ever find back love man only after that. So let me see, the lines open all here. Or let me try. Let me play some voice notes. Quick. Yeah, because we had to get in some before we go to love. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Stanley August. Yeah, diary manager Talk City Day, man. I must give him a thumbs up for that initiative. This initiative. It's nice. It brings a nice soft side to this Ground Report program. Always hard hitting and fearless. Let me take a message.
Good morning, beautiful people of TNT. This is Academy Award winner Denzel Washington, and you're locked on to the #1 morning talk show, The Ground Report, on Talk City 91.1 FM radio with host Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, and Director Snipes. So share the live, friends, and have yourself a great day.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Director Snipes. And they are seeing where dictatorship going on, but they're trying to silence the Californians and them who sing political song. People looking at them for any big yard, Skinner Park, and they're not there. What's going on? And they're trying to silence me. Only like me for the last 9 years plus. Yes, KFC, you're doing a good job. Now I kind of opportunity, no opportunities. Knocking on doors. It's only the friends and family. And certain activists who get in trying to inform our next activists. A kind of crab in our barrel mentality. I come out and talk. Them Californians will come back next year, keep up the fight. Too much unjust and wickedness going on in this country here. Yeah. I call for opportunities. They didn't answer in the phone. One play trying to pack show me down by the parliament. And play gave me $13. I tell him take $13 and put in the monkey, put in nuts. Because you say you promised me something for Christmas. Call them when I call him, you didn't answer in your phone and play trying to mama guy me. You didn't call me. And so I could wait it now. He gave me $13. That was low. They watch people lower than the white line. So I don't want your $13. Put it with the monkey, put in nuts. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Director Snipes. Andy, they're trying to silence the Calvasonian because they sing a political song about this government. Also, they're trying to silence me because I support this government. No lack of opportunities, no betterment. All they like me for the last 9 years plus. Yes, Kelsey, you're doing a wonderful job. I can't have opportunity, no kind of opportunity. All they can silence me, you know. I had to talk for the truth. Real unjust and wickedness going on. They not answering their phone again. As Kroko say, they not answering anymore. Just answer me for election. All of them not knowing answering. I coming out and blow fire. I have nothing to lose. As the talk show host today, I talking for truth, equal rights and justice. Because soon they'll come back next year, gospel life, and blow fire, talk for the truth. Then them judges, them eat our food judges and them get buy out or what to go? Yeah, while the most corn feel the most foul. Well, biasness with them judges and them boy. All they can't sell in Calvasonians, we need to hear them. They're talking for the poor and they need their privilege. And you guys cannot pack boss. They miss all the hard hitters. I went up there, I looked for a hard hitter, but he didn't make it.
Oh boy. Well, we all know KFC here ain't good. Everybody not established here ain't good. Now KFC come like the boss man. He's fighting for the Calypsonians. Yes, he's fighting. He say nobody must touch the Calypsonians because nobody must touch him up. Lennox Smith, while we await voice notes, or if they have any calls on that side, I have none on this side. Oh, anything, you're going to let me know what says though when it coming to, so the topic at this point on KFC started is the whole issue of the March Gras. They're saying that there are Calypsonians that did not get in. Well, he's suggesting that they didn't get in because they were singing tunes against the present government, or it have people who didn't get in.
There was in fact a toilet paper throwing episode as a consequence, but of course that is not uncommon when the PNM is out of office. Let me put it that way, or that Calypso that may appear to be anti-government when the PNM is in government. It is not uncommon. So I am yet to do an objective analysis in the true sense of the word so as to determine whether or not the song that they have been protesting that ought to have been. But, people's choice is people's choice. But in many instances, there's a small group of persons who can sing loud because they are empty vessels, making plenty noise.
No, but Lennox
so
Smith,
you have all of that in the mix. Yeah.
Let me ask you 2 questions, partner. Not because now you're in government. Yeah. Do you believe that the judging of those there's Andy's views of those PNM party groups, state all them is PNM party group, all? You believe the judging is be straightforward, that is an honest judging, or do you believe that people is get buyout and them kind of thing?
Well, I believe in the latter, that people have agendas, but I think on this occasion it's a bit different from the point of view that one does not expect that in normal circumstance the judges will act against the PNM, but in this case, of course, they acted against the PNM, meaning that what people felt was stinging political commentary against the government. You understand where I'm coming from? Did not make the grade, and therefore, from that perspective, I think is different, because I would have expected that such an individual, if they had really captured the attention of the judges, would have come in. So you have that dichotomy, you have that differences in opinion. And as I say, I cannot...
Lennox, is it rigged? Is the judging component of Titco when it comes to the PNM match grab, well, fiasco, which will boils the match grab. Is it rigged, yes or no? Does the judges judge fairly?
Andy, there is sufficient evidence to say yes. I said yes. But I find it strange that on this occasion that expectation did not materialize.
Coco used to come in so much then, boy. If this judging thing was fair, Coco can't sing this sing a set of nonsense. And you telling me about the judging fair? So what about Pan? What about Pan?
But you ain't listening to what I said. It's unfair.
Oh, it's unfair.
Normal.
Oh, it's unfair. Yeah. Oh, it's unfair.
Yeah. And therefore, boy, you're not listening, boy, because you're so focused on, you're so monofocused on, I wanted to be as objective as possible, and you don't like that. But that's all right. The fact of the matter is that, as I said, let me explain again on this occasion, a song that is considered by those persons who are PNM oriented or to have come in did not come in. And therefore, from that perspective, I think there is a sort of deviation from what was expected. Right?
Okay.
That is what
okay.
All
right, now let me ask you about the Pan. I can tell it, Pan and all I feel is a PNM party group. That woman there ain't get away from the pit bull. I believe that Tobago woman there is a PNM. What's she name?
Ramsey Moore.
Ramsey Moore is a ring-down PNM. That's my belief. Supporter. I believe so. She and this fella there who was the minister was real good. What do you call him? The red man that gave building rent.
The former minister of tourism.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Randall Mitchell, and she was good. And I don't know how managed to put you on a board, all kind of thing, you know. I don't know, you know.
Well, that's the objectivity of this government, of the UNC. That is stereotypical. I remember the last occasion they put so much people and keep them and kept them on.
Better they put you on that spot. They should have put Lennox Smith in that.
They worked to undermine the then government. I see that on this particular occasion, in this incarnation, they have been much more, skeptical, and therefore less people have found themselves in that way, even though she found herself inside of the mix. But I think that is a novelty because of who she is.
Man.
I mean, she is the leader of one of the major stakeholders in the in the culture, and therefore it's only right to put her in.
Well,
right?
She sell out. She sell out Pan Trimbago land that they get up so by the Blue Waters and them is all up there, quite up there. Blue Waters and all.
Yeah, Trinity.
Them come and they get agriculture land. You see big factory and warehouse and thing going on there. Nice land. Ramsey Moore sell that to take a jupa. She sell a palace to go live in a jupa.
As they're saying that, we were asked to come and collect some tickets at Pan Trimbago. So they tell us Dundonald Street. So I drove the guys and them, Dada and myself and another member of the team who drove up there. We looking for that.
Talk that story quick, because we're running up to time.
We start from the top of the savannah there on the southern side and come down. We can't find it. Next day, eventually, of course, Dada found it by somebody telling them exactly which way it is. When we come down Dundonald Street now and are looking for the place, there's a little sign, but it is overgrown with bush, with vine. Like if they don't want people to know that they are there.
That pipe in, I tell you, the Pan fraternity.
And the building, yes, needs much to be desired.
Oh, good. With our next culprit here, this be on the online here, I had to give some acknowledgement. I realize he will become a troublemaker like Reed. Reed on day. Reed, I don't know if she's a man or a woman. RJ Alonzo L. Gopal. You look like you want to get some trouble on this program here, no Alonzo. RJ, I'm watching you. The pitbull watching you real close, real close. Anyhow, Trinidad and Tobago, we talking now as we say Pan. I sure each and every one of you could already will know who gonna win the Pan finals. The first three That will be the line. Whether it be Desperados, whether it be this, that, or if it go. So besides the Calypso Monarch, that I believe that they should look for independent judges out there where people out there are the pick and not toothpaste picking them. Yeah. And it's supposed to be random. I believe the pan and all is rigged. And the judging a pan ain't good at all. How the same bands just win over and over. And sometimes when I go pan, I find, yes, this year them big bands sweet, like we say Renegade sweet. But then the next year, ain't sweet at all. It's just a bang bang set of stupid old noise in my head. And a smaller band or a next band, unknown band, playing sweeter than Renegades or Desperados and all them all stars and all them big time band. Why we could always know in advance who gonna be the first three? Is it rigged? I want to let them answer that too.
Well, them answer because my answer is ability is ability. You can't get away from that. If you're big and large, you're big and large. And if you're producing street music, well, why not? Why not? Like Desperados, for example, that is my band. And I believe that they should win all the time.
Right, look, people say last year Bungie Gallon was to win the road match. And look the comment they gave Marshall this year. So, and look, this year Bungie drop out.
There is some kind of
where's the criteria to win a road match? Where's the criteria to win a road match then? That and all you ain't find rig? You ain't think some of them artists pay DJs and pay trucks and pay mass bands? Because the mass band's in charge and the mass...
I will not be surprised. But at the end of it all is the music that would have been played at the judging venues and a certain number of time.
The choice of the DJ and the choice of the mass bands.
Yeah, but
what's your stake on that?
Go behind that. That's a speculation. That is.
I never got any money.
Well, look at that. Well, right. So here DJ. Spikes is a DJ. So, but have you been informed or in any way exposed to that kind of a
what happens is
possibility?
What happens is that as a sound system provider and DJ, most of the time, as a sound system provider, the band would hire their DJs separately. So you provide the sound equipment, the truck and the license and whatever the case may be, and the band would hire the DJ separately.
All right.
Right? The band leader would then inform the DJ what song they want to cross the stage with.
Guys over the score by? Well, then them big Calypsonians can buy out band leaders.
The DJ cannot choose any song that he wants to play or any song that he wants to influence. The person with that power is the band leader. The band leader says, we crossing.
So that takes the DJs out of the mix. And therefore we are left with, of course, by way of elimination, we have to deal with the band leaders now, right? And so you have to intensify and deepen or widen your investigations.
Nice, but before I go for the break, for me to start that nice Valentine's Day competition too, you'll try to find a nice background there for me, Snipes. You got the nice like background that you think we wouldn't get a red flag when it comes into copyright now. I studying what nice.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. To get that mood now, that Valentine mood in. Oh boy. So all of the lines are open at Trinidad and Tobago. Let me hear you all before we go for that break. Let me take at least 2 more calls or so. And we have to go to the... Nice. Well, that means each and every one of you have no complaints this morning. The program is going very, very healthy. And I don't know, UNC in power and all, they have nothing that on all the front burner. What things going good? Nobody invade no house in your community. Nobody ain't get shoot and run in all the yard. No neighbor ain't poison all the dog or the cat or nothing so. All right. I know we have a story where East Indian ladies, this Coleman tell me how their husband leave them for Venezuelan woman. So nice. So them East Indian brothers and them, they stop leaving out the wives for these Veni women and them. So all you have no complaints.
We have a call. You talk too soon. Good morning. Welcome to the Ground Report.
Pleasant morning to the Ground Report. My brother Andy Williams, the Pitbull, to Lennox Smith, the Englishman, and Snipes. Pleasant morning to the Honorable Prime Minister in Trinidad. Look, let me do quickly because I know Andy have his minuting and his hands hot these days, you know. Nevertheless, let me go there. The revitalization program and project which was relaunched by the Honorable Jolene John. And the people was wondering what will happen to Trinidad and Tobago. Well, I tell them, sit to the edge of your seat. I am saying to all those who would have run out before, run out themselves within less than a year and costing the government, I am now asking them to rethink their position. Within less than 6 months, she says, mega projects will be rolled out. And you know what that means? Mass employment. So to all those who running on the PNM groovy train and influencers and TikTokers and pushing the government, be careful where you go. Think what you do because, Andy, I would like you all too to replay that broadcast because what it says, and let me tell you what the minister said for time on your program. She said they do not wish to name the big investors that have already signed on to this program, to revitalization. In other words, the blue economy, the green economy, developing San Fernando, developing Port of Spain, and throughout the entire country, Trinidad and Tobago, the plan is here. The Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar and her government have a plan to remove CPEP, forestry, and all these things. They're going to create jobs. They're going to bring back this economy. Look, as they go forward, the government has a plan, the ground report, and the Lennox and Snipes. There is a plan. And what I saw yesterday by the Honorable Minister Jolene John with the revitalization, I am saying to all activists who run out of their cell before and couldn't wait, rethink your position. It's here. The economy in less than 6 months will be boomed under the Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar. Ground report, Andy, Snipes, and Lennox, I thank you for giving Tabakit voice. But please replay that clip with the Honorable Jolene John and the revitalization. Within less than 6 months, Trinidad and Tobago will be back on par. Tabakit out and out.
Thank you very much. Let me take one of my side. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report?
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Leonard. Good morning, DJ Director Snipes. I hear a loud activist now talking there, boy. You wasn't any for the last 3 years plus, you wasn't in hiding, you know. But Andy, I see that they're trying to silence the Calabasonians and them was singing about this government, and also they're trying to silence me because I talking for equal rights and justice. I support and me see no opportunities coming my way, knocking on doors, going out there, and that's blacklist. I get blacklist. I like Kroko sing a song. I call in and then answering. So Tabakit Hall.
Wow. Oh boy. Let me take one more again and let me go for that little break there and get down into this big promotion, Valentine's Day promotion, where, you know, let's see the soft side of some of the thousands of you, our listeners and viewers, and all our people who in maxi taxis, PH vehicles, buses, all of you that are traveling this morning, going to work, because time check, it's 36 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock, and yes, you all are locked onto the ground report. I want to see if you all find back love. Were you all hurt? And did you all find back that love with that right person? Snipes, you can take the break and come back when you come back right here on the ground report. Let's start. It's all
your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
After Carnival, TNT, the show you all been waiting for. Laugh till your belly busts. In partnership with Talk City 91.1 FM and TTT Limited, 28th of February at Napa, Port of Spain. Showtime, 8 p.m. sharp. Come see the funniest guys on the planet and the man who took social media by storm, Victor St. Louis, a.k.a. Pelp.
Yeah, nah, things so hard right now in Trinidad. You know a store in town, no fire, 2 mannequin.
All his funny friends, Kenneth Sipasa, the greatest story time teller ever, Shaquille, Louis Spider-Man Antoine, Andrew Friday, The Saint.
Listen, look, me you know first it's so expensive. I went and priced a plate there. You know, they're telling me $10,000 for a plate. I say, oh, there are no sauces.
And Paniska is back.
Stop it, honey. Don't bring out the dog in me, you know. I better scrape you. Meow.
Get those tickets now. Ronnie and Caro, Mascap, Marava Road, Port of Spain, Busbar, St. Augustine, and islandetickets.com. For ticket hotlines, call 278-5892, 316-0814, 382-9986. Laugh till your belly busts.
This Valentine's season, Talk City 91.1 FM celebrates second chances at love. Were you divorced, heartbroken, widowed, and thought love was over until it found you again? Share your story on air in just 1 or 2 minutes. Tell us how you healed, how long it took, and how love returned. Respectfully, honestly, and from the heart. Daily winners will be selected with a grand prize winner announced on Friday, February 13th. Second chances, love after heartbreak. Only on Talk City 91.1.
I dey carry your water from the moon and back, oh. I dey change my track, oh, just to see you there.
Powered by the House of Angostura, Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
Carnival is culture. Culture is conversation. Talk City 91.1.
It's Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Yes, indeed, of course. So we are back. Time check is just about 20 minutes to the hour of 8 o'clock. So we have gone past, of course, the designated time that we should start, of course, this exercise, which, of course, is about frankly indicating to the population, through us, of course, your own experience with respect, of course, to falling out and then falling back in love as part of our Valentine's series. And
we'll be selecting one person this morning.
This morning, right? Okay, right. So, people, of course, I have been asked to open the bowling, so to speak, and I have so much.
We have
so
about
much
2
to
minutes.
tell. Eh?
You have about 2 minutes. Yeah.
2 minutes. Oh my goodness!
Because we have to take a call.
Yeah, because I could take up the whole program, but I will be as compendious as possible. Well, this one I would choose this one.
Andy, you were saying?
Yes, nice. And you will organize, and after Lennox Smith there, you guide the people, the ground reporters now into this big segment here. Go ahead, Lennox Smith.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, it started really with the person who ended up having my second child and my only daughter. But of course, we had a relationship which I considered to be pretty all right. I was committed to it, and but eventually another woman came into the play. I want to say, however, that I had no relations with her in terms of sex, but certainly she would visit me regularly at my office in Mover there, and the mother of my child, she became apparently, angry and possessive and so on. And this time, on this occasion, she did something that I consider to be unpardonable. Christmas Eve, she left, never came back until Christmas Day. And when she came Christmas Day, having, of course, I haven't provided, of course, for Christmas, for the celebration of Christmas, she then comes in and tells me that she looking for money to buy Christmas groceries. And I was so angry, I can't say that I'm the kind of person who will always resort to logic and common sense. So whilst emotions was there, and whilst I did in fact love her, and I understood why she was acting in a particular way, I couldn't understand that kind of behavior. So after that, she left, and then I got some information where she was, and I went where she was, and true to form, she was in fact there, but of course with another man. So I merely confronted the situation, so much so that she went to the police. And why I'm saying that, because they didn't know that we had this session today, and here it is on Friday when I'm making my wrongs. A police fella called me. He says, Smith, you remember that situation with this particular individual? So I said, yeah, but it wasn't really jealousy or feeling hurt or anything like that. He said, yeah, cheer them there. Here they say, to me, from my experience, you seem to would have had a tabanka, and it took me a little while to process that and to say, well, in the beginning, but certainly in my estimation, afterward, once I know what the facts are, I have no difficulty, so I'll just move on. Of course,
it's Tabanka.
Yeah, but Tabanka is Tabanka. I agree that, and I want to say that I had a Tabank truck or a tractor, but at the end of the day, I had to face reality, and I moved on. Of course, she came back behind me, every minute and so on, so on. But I made my decision, and where am I today? Well, I want to say that I have found the desired individual that I was looking for. Very meek, mild, very loving, very considerate, very attentive, etc., etc. Andy would know who I'm talking about, but the fact is that was the experience then, and now, of course, I am back feeling very comfortable and will do nothing to have it otherwise.
Nice.
Thank you very much,
boy.
Lennox.
So you find back love after that?
Yes. In a sustained way.
After heartbreak.
Yeah, after heartbreak.
Man,
yes.
I trying to smell blend up before you go by times. I trying to find out if he really find back love. The way how that story go there. Oh God, boy. Oh God, boy. It even difficult to read between the line if he find back love, Oh God. Go ahead, Snipes. You lead this thing, boy.
So Trinidad and Tobago, that is an example of what we expect from you. We ask you to be respectful in your story, choose your words, because we are live on radio. Lennox's story is a perfect example of what we're looking for. Tell us how you found love. The lines are now open, and we're taking calls from your side and this side as well. So you go ahead and give your numbers.
Nice. Trinidad and Tobago, the numbers to call 225-6644. 225-6644 or 239-5120, 239-5120, or you can give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. So you have to call and give us your story short and sweet. Okay, Trinidad and Tobago?
And at Talk City, of course, we have the 622-4911, 622-4911, and 639-4911.
Nice. So give me that tune. Give me that nice tune. Have you ever been in love there by Patrice Roberts there? And I have one on my side. Give me it.
Hello.
Wait, caller. Go ahead. Let me get that tune to warm me up.
Caller.
Go ahead. Give me the tune there. We are now, caller. Hold on, caller. Give me the tune there first, Snipes. Let me get them in the mood.
I think about you all the time. Boy, you always on my mind. Yeah. By the way, I miss you lately. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I've been in love, girl. Have you ever been?
Nice, caller. You go ahead now, man.
Morning. I didn't know Calypso is about Calypsonian singing on behalf of the PNM to bash the UNC, and that is what it's all about. It is not all about that. It's about many other topics they could sing about, but that is all they want to sing. PNM won't know Calypso.
Caller, we talking at this point in time.
That is not what we're talking about
right now we have a segment here.
Not a kind of love or hate.
I was trying to get in earlier on the topic, this same topic, and I didn't get you.
But while you're here, because it's a known voice to me, have you ever been in love? Have you ever had was in love and you get at a banker and you find back that love? Give us your experience of that love, how it break up, and then the new love you found back. Short and sweet. Let's hear.
Not really, because I met my partner there when I was 16 and she was 14. And now I am 40 years old. We was young in school. Boyfriend and girlfriend thing, and we grew old together.
Oh.
And ever
we give
since,
thanks for that.
That's wonderful, man.
we have a daughter. She's 16. She'll be 16 this year. I mean, but Tavanka, broken heart is a part of life, and I mean, life had to go on. And people have to understand that it's a hard thing to deal with, sure, but such is life.
All right.
Yeah, wonderful caller. I think the last part of what you said makes a lot of sense, and I'm sure many of the callers would, of course, also agree that is you're talking about the experience ultimately, and you move on. There are others who cannot do it, and therefore find themselves with all kinds of problems, violence before the courts, for example. And some people would have lost their lives as a consequence. So that kind of positioning, that kind of experience, advice, I think is wonderful in the process, even though, of course, you were unprepared.
Wow.
So thank you very much for that intervention.
But you know what I'm watching? You telling me, they say it's a whole set of seniors that we have on the Ground Report program. They say the Ground Report program is listened to when they check the statistics and things more by women. And women is known for love. And you telling me that all them women and them that have on this program here, all in Tobago, they all fall in love when all going to school and all still all love them. None all get a bank and find back that special person that make you all fall in love again. Where the hell is this, boy?
And we will not know who you are. So if you remain anonymous. If you believe that that experience is so I wouldn't say traumatic, but you ought not to disclose. All we want is to share experiences, because as we saw with the last caller, for example, he found and remained, but he also gave some solid advice that is part and parcel of the experience, the human experience, even animals, I suppose.
You're only truly healed when you can speak about it.
Yeah. So it's therapy at the same time, you know.
No, but Director Snipes, is it that you are saying that the reason that nobody in calling to be able to and it's so much of thousands of people all in the maxis and taxis that they can't talk because they still ain't healed yet from that banker?
Well, not necessarily. If we understand, we've been in this for a while, and if we understand how this works, they're waiting to get comfortable before with the promotion before they actually start to share.
Oh, well, we have one on this side. Let's hear this person here. Have you ever been in love?
Good morning.
Morning, caller. Where are you calling from?
And we found it.
Go ahead, caller. Good morning. Caller, go ahead.
Yes, you lost that one.
Yeah, I lost
Lost that one. Don't forget, of course, the number to call in studio here at Talk City is 622-4911, 622-4911. And, of course, the WhatsApp, you can call 394-4911. Yes, indeed. We just want to hear from you as to what your experience has been. Remember, this is
and the winning something.
A learning exercise as well, and a teaching exercise as well.
Let me take one on my side here.
Some may learn, some may teach. Some experiences may be a teaching experience, and as a result,
we have one on my side.
We want to hear from the men as well.
Yeah, we want to hear from the men too.
And women, yeah, men and women, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Where you calling from, and what's your contribution on the ground report this morning when it coming to love?
Good morning, Andy Williams.
Yes. Good morning to you.
Long time caller. I know you from since we had a little thing on the San Fernando General Hospital. I meet you there. But I could tell you, I just say from then until now, I still look and listen to all your program. What I want to say, I was 16 years when my husband come home and asked for me to marry. But they had little ups and downs with the parents. They didn't like this one and like that. But somehow or the other, we did get married. And Saturday, I will be 75 years. And it making my marriage 57 years. When June 3rd of August come, it will make me 57 years that I married. I had one daughter. She had 2 children, but she passed away. But I have the 2 sons, and I have a great-grand. And we still live from then until now.
Oh, so you actually never had a Tabanka fall out of love?
No.
Oh, so you never felt how a Tabanka this feel?
No, I don't know about that. We does have a little ups and downs, but we crisscross and we make up and we go move on. But we never say separate or leave and go or any kind of thing like that. We still there, and we
all right. Thank you so much. And I do remember you when we protest by that hospital, San Fernando.
Yes, I
for
went.
your daughter, I think, was a C-section and she died under the knife.
Yes.
But just one thing I want to ask before we go along the topic that we are now discussing. What do you think is the formula that kept you together? Because that's a pretty long time.
Yes, the formula, you have to be honest to one another. And he was honest to me, and I honestly, and I say, well, you have somebody already. Why look after for someone else? We had ups and downs. We didn't have plenty money, but we make do with what we have. And up to today, I still make do with what I have, and I never think twice. Look here, money, or here, this. Let me look on the other side. No, I never, because our parents grow here and say, you're married in somebody not for today and tomorrow. You're married for until death do your part. So, and we keep to that and we stay with that.
All right, thank you very much.
What would you say to, just before you go, young people,
already.
people, because these days you have, she gone. Well, you could call back because we'd love to know, because young people needs a lot of guidance. We've seen the egalitarian type of relationship where, of course, you have, and then you have the promiscuous type of relationship as well, where, of course, anything is everything. You don't have a stable relationship. And how does that affect positively or negatively the society and the family structure? All of those things are part and parcel, in my view, that this Valentine's series should bring to the fore. And so, of course, people become more knowledgeable.
What watching is that on the comments, some of the comments here is saying that I'm Patricia Reed is saying, Andy, I'm trying to find love. Dunson saying Tabanka is bun. Tabanka is a real serious thing. So Trinidad and Tobago again. I really will want to, because it's a competition and that you all can win something too for the Valentine's. Whether it is, but come and give us your story. Your name will be put down.
So we're looking for one more person.
One more.
The name we have just about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
to
because
do
of the time constraint applied to this particular segment.
This is we taking names throughout the day, throughout the other shows as we go along. Today is the first day that we kick off the promotion, And we would like to have someone that we could submit every day. So we hope the winner will come out of this program.
So far we have nobody to submit yet. Because everybody
so we're
never
looking for one person to submit.
Yeah. So Leo, come now, man. You telling me nobody never experienced at a banker? I mean, kudos to all the women and men that are together still from since school days to now and all them things. But majority everybody else had their first love, get at a banker, and then find back the love.
Because it's not only to banker. You could have lost your spouse and you had to start over your life. You know, it had different reasons why people would have had to find love again.
It have people who loves their spouse.
I'm sure they listen to my testimony.
Yeah,
which is supposed to be, in my view, stereotypical, but it appears that once you find, you continue with that love relationship right through, and that doesn't seem to be the reality at all, having regard to what I know about young people in particular. And you young people, call in as well. We want to hear from you as to what your views are in terms of your own personal relationship, and or is it that we are too narrow, your personal relationship, or you want to talk about other relationships?
Hi, good morning, welcome.
But good morning.
Pleasant morning and welcome to the Valentine's Corner.
Yes.
This is Tab. You taking a contribution on Valentine's?
Yes. You can win something big.
Okay. My Valentine's is a woman who is contented, and I would have found my soulmate that this woman will always be pleased. And my Valentine's is just not Valentine's Day alone, but every day that I am with that woman, I must be able to bring her a rose. But Valentine's, that leading up to that special day, to give her that warmth, that where that day she must just bathe, I must pamper her, take care of her, give her everything that is nice, and make her feel, put her in that place to say, you are my Valentine's, you are my love, you are the apples of my eye. You are the rose and the chocolate I never had.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tabaki. But we have to go for the news, and when we come back more.
Oh, well, this call I have on this side, we go just take one call on my side when we come back, just to hear this story. Go ahead, Snipes.
On air and online, TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Good morning, this is your TTT News update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The revitalization blueprint has received overwhelming support as 965 expressions of interest have been submitted for major development projects across the country. Speaking at a press briefing on Sunday, Minister of Works and Infrastructure Jerlene John revealed some of the figures. Among the most competitive categories was healthcare facilities, which received 45 submissions. Minister John shared some of the government's plans for the healthcare sector.
We are talking about over 1,000 additional bed spaces, both in San Fernando and Port of Spain, because, again, we are looking at a world-class medical teaching campus, because you want to get to the point that with your healthcare, right now people still waiting 2 days for a bed and what have you. So you get past that, and you have enough redundancy in the system, because we have excellent doctors, excellent nurses. We have doctors that home sleeping right now because they have no jobs. So you sap up all of that redundancy and extra capacity that we have.
History has been created at the 2026 International Chutney Soca Monarch competition held at Skinner Park, San Fernando on Sunday. Savita Singh has dethroned 2025 Monarch Marshall Montano to capture the title of Chutney Soca Monarch with a dynamic performance of The Ring. This is the first time that a woman has captured the overall title in the competition's 31-year history. Placing second and capturing the traditional chutney title was Rani Rasika Dindial with her performance of Pondi Damadul, and coming in third was Lady Lava with Kya Pik. Marshall Montano placed fourth. The Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries and the Tobago Festivals Commission Limited have committed to clearing outstanding debts to suppliers, some dating back to 2024. Secretary of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries, Zarisha Hackett, explained.
After that budget presentation and we had some allocation, we went to furthest back. Yeah, we went to oldest bills, all the way back to October 2024 Carnival, one or two outstanding bills there. We went into national, we went into the rhythm and soul, we went into heritage, we cleared up blue food. There are probably a few of the service providers we engage with directly for ushering and so on to treat with, but in terms of the service providers externally, prizes, performances and so on, we treated with blue food, probably 98% of it.
While Tobago Festivals Commission Chief Executive Officer Kern Cowan could not give a definite timeline for these payments, he assured they have developed a strategy to address the matter swiftly.
We are taking care of those bills. Heritage, outstanding, Blue Food, outstanding, Tobago Carnival, outstanding. We are treating with them as a priority. Myself, along with Secretary Hackett, along with the division, along with the board, we are going to have what we call a plan for our debts to ensure that we can clean up and settle things.
Secretary Hackett called on the TFCL to maintain communication with stakeholders and provide service providers on their status of their outstanding payments. In some sport now, TTT Sport was courtside at the Eastern Regional Complex in Tacarigua as the All Sectors Netball League wrapped up its final match day before the carnival break. In the championship division, Police Netball Club faced off against USC, and it proved to be a one-sided contest. Police dominated from the opening whistle with goal shoot Sakura Morgan and goal attack Aaliyah Andrews leading the charge. Morgan converted 11 of her 18 attempts during her time on court, while Andrews topped all scorers with an impressive 21 goals from 29 attempts. USC struggled to keep pace. Goal attack Kimola McMillan led their scoring effort with 12 goals from 19 attempts, but the university side found it difficult to build momentum against the relentless police defense. With a comfortable lead late in the match, police gave Tamika John time at goal shoot. She added 13 goals from 22 attempts, sealing a commanding 46-22 victory for Police Netball Club. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Have a great day.
Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
These are not just stories, they are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands. Echoes of Our Folklore. Brought to you with the compliments of Creamery for all life's moments. In the deep shadowed forests, there is a presence that has walked these lands long before roads, before cities, before man believed the wilderness belonged to him. His name is Papa Bois. They say Papa Bois is short and stocky, with two horns crowning his head and the legs of a deer. He moves silently through the trees, carrying a horn of his own, one that he uses not to threaten, but to test. For when wicked hunters enter the forest with greed in their hearts, Papa Bois sounds his call, luring them deeper into the bush until the familiar path disappears and they are left lost among the trees. But make no mistake, Papa Bois is not a creature of evil. He is spoken of as a kind and ancient spirit, a guardian of the forest, a protector of animals, and a keeper of balance between humanity and nature. To those who respect the land, he is unseen. To those who seek only to exploit it, he becomes a warning. Papa Bois reminds us that the forest is not ours to conquer, but a living world to protect. Another tale from our islands, reminding us that the past, the spirits, and the stories of our ancestors are never far away. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore, brought to you with the compliments of Creamery for all life's moments.
Breaking news from Creamery Ice Cream. Our 1 gallon family has grown. Dive into the bold flavors of our Creamery Ice Cream's new zesty orange pine, rich strawberry cheesecake, and this just in. Creamery Ice Cream now has cherry vanilla and cherry coconut flavors too. Plus, your favorites, rum and raisin, chocolate ripple, and strawberry ripple have joined our 1 gallon family. A representative from Creamery Ice Cream has confirmed these flavors are available nationwide. That's the latest scoop from Creamery Ice Cream. Creamery Ice Cream for all life's moments.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This Valentine's Day on Talk City 91.1, we're talking about real love.
Not the fairy tales, not the perfect endings, but the love that comes after heartbreak.
Join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
If you've loved and lost.
If you've survived divorce.
Or a long relationship.
And somehow found love again. We want to hear your story because love doesn't always start perfectly, but sometimes the second time means even more.
Call in, share your journey, inspire someone who still believes. Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak.
Only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Real conversations, real life, real love. On Monday 9th to Friday 13th February, join us for Second Chances, Love After Heartbreak. Powered by the House of Angostura, Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
From the road to the radio. Talk City 91.1. 91.1.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. It's at 10 minutes past the hour. After 10. It's 10 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. You're truly the pitbull of radio, Lennox Smith, Director Snipe, and you the people out there in your thousands of you that are locked on. Good morning, teacher, and every one of you again. Well, tomorrow, please God, I hope that some of you all will get the proper bearings. Be brave. Oh, no. Let me just do one. I'm just doing one person that did call and wanted
Andy, before you take that call, I just spoke with our manager and he informed me that it's okay for people to send a voice note with their story as well.
Oh,
it would qualify.
It will qualify.
For some people, some people don't wanna do it live. Some people don't want to speak. They want to give the story, and some stories may be emotional, so they don't want to speak it live, and they may be more comfortable giving us in a voice note. So we'll take voice note and calls.
Very good, man. Very good. So we'll take voice notes and calls. Well, all right, so let me just take one person that was on the line that they promised, they want to just give their story. Let's see. And then we're going to continue the program. I hope you're, they're coming on here now. I did tell them that, I did cut them and tell them, well, we have to go for the news and I will call them. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Okay.
Where you calling from? And go ahead, you tell us. Give us your story.
Hey, Brother Andy, morning to you, Brother Lennox and Mr. Snipes.
Yeah, Mr. Snipes. Yeah.
It's a very funny story. I had tobacco probably for about an hour. I was in engineering. I was in engineering school in Point Fortin, and I was in love with this girl, and the day of her graduation, she said, all right, you're going to be the date. You're going to be my date, And I had a little red MG car, so I went to pick her up at the home. And while I was waiting for her, I see another car came. And it was a friend of mine. And instead of she coming to my car, she went into his car. Oh boy, I thought that was the end of the world. But there was another girl that I had my eyes on who was in the same class with her and was graduating that same day.
Wow.
So this is serious, and she lives in the States now, almost as long as I live. And so I parked my car outside. In those days, most of the graduation was held at the school. I went and I saw the other girl. And she said, my God, you is my savior. The guy who was supposed to come to take me to the graduation, he didn't show up. You available? I said, oh my God. I said, you are God sent. And I took her to the graduation. When my girlfriend saw me, she almost died. She almost died. And I lived with that. I just thought, that's why I said it lasted for about an hour. And then I met her many years ago after getting married, moving to the States and remarrying 3 times to 3 Yankee women. And, she came to a party in Miami. And I was there at the door, by the entrance door. And she came with her husband. I said, where are you going? She said, to this party. I said, no, there's another party down the street, and I never let her into that party. So that was my experience. Just 1 hour to Banco. That's it. All right, Andy, thanks a lot for listening.
We have to get your name as well for this and, of course, future callers. And a contact number, you contact as well.
Yeah, but you all know me. I'll call because I want to talk. I want to talk about the renegades. I hear you talk. Yeah, Mr. Andy, I hear you talk about the renegades.
All right.
The greatest steel band on the face of the earth, but I'll call back later.
All right, no problem. No problem. Snipes, that person, they will just put him down. That person's name is Lenny. Yes, and he's a American Trinidadian that is both in America and in Trinidad here. His name is Lenny. Oh boy. So all the lines are open for you all front burner. Okay?
We switch gears, yeah.
Yeah, we switch gears.
Yes. Well, we have the 11 contestants for the March Gras, consequential of the Calypso Fiesta last Saturday. And indeed, of course, they are competing against who? Helen Francis, I believe it is the present holder of that crown. So we go as follows, of course. Akhenaton Lewis, he also known as a young brother, and of course his rendition is We Rise. And then Anne-Marie Parks Kojo, Twiggy, 65 and still relevant. That is the rendition that she would have performed. And then of course Anthony Lafleur, the Squeezy Rankin. And
Squeezy Rankin get in?
Yeah. That is Justice.
Yeah.
No, I think you're calling last year's list. Lennox.
Serious?
Yeah, those are not.
Oh my goodness.
Those are
yeah,
songs.
2025. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let me go again. Anthony Squeezy Rankin Lafleur. Right. That's one, of course. So people ignore the first set. Akhenaton is there as well. Young brother Lewis. Rosalind Reed Hayes. Then you have, of course, Terry Lyons. You have Roderick Chuck Gordon. Then you have, of course, Karen Ashe. You have Hilon Francis. He's the man they had the beat, right? Yes, and then of course you have Dwayne, Tazua, O'Connor, and then the ninth person I have here, Kurt Allen. I think we have two
No,
more.
I think you doing the wrong list still, boy, partner.
Serious? Why give me that?
Oh God, boy.
Okay.
Wait, find it now, man.
People, we'll find it again and we'll give you up-to-date list, right? Sorry about that.
You find it now, and you will just give us the 10 contestants, including the reserve reserve. So the 11 names of the people.
Yeah, there's a reserve. I have a reserve in this list too, you know. But if I'm missing by a whole year, something wrong.
That list like how you just dance, boy. That list out of timing, boy. What kind of out of timing list is that you getting with it?
You see, you are that talk, that me, you know. That me, you know. Yeah.
All the lines are open by the meanwhile. The lines are open by the meanwhile. What's on your front burner?
And I talking authoritatively 2026. Let me see.
Right. So let me just play some voice notes here. Quick.
Yeah. Go ahead. Play some voice notes. Let me get be bearings together here.
Yes.
Dressed in red also drew roaring approval for her faith-based and reflective presentation.
Wait. Let me just take off that they bam. Right. And let me just get this voice note here. Quick.
Yeah, boy, Andy, boy. My partner, boy, what's going on? Yeah, boy, this small jet, boy. So you know, it's part of the Valencia Carnival Committee. And we're trying to make the carnival bigger and better this year. You know, for the past 5-6 years, it never had no carnival in Valencia. So we try our best to bring back the carnival in Valencia. Yeah, Friday coming will be our carnival launch at the Emporium, Valencia. It's our new carnival village. Yeah, and we'll be having a lot of entertainment, calypsonians, steel bands, parades of bands, costumes, right? And we're having a big thing on Friday. So we're asking everybody to come out and support to make Valencia Carnival one of the best carnival ever. We have the roundabout for the first time. We having our roundabout. We want a fully roundabout. We having DJs, bands, and Carnival Monday evening we having a Dirty Mass band with a big truck and a lot of other activities during the carnival. So we are asking everybody to come out and support Valencia Carnival this year for a bigger and brighter carnival.
Nice.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. So Trinidad and Tobago, the Valencia Carnival Committee is launching their carnival programs this Friday, the 13th of February, 2026. Right, with live entertainment and presentations, okay? At the Emporium, Valencia, is the Carnival Village. Come out, yes, the Carnival Village. So come out and support your own Valencia people in Valencia with the relaunching of their Carnival in Valencia. I look forward to that. I might pass down there and check them out there in Valencia, man. A pleasant good morning to Councillor Neil De Silva and all of you down there in Valencia.
I believe the second list that Lennox was giving us was the correct list. As a matter of fact, Young Brother is there, Terry Lyons, Ricky Jai, Freetown Collective, Tazea O'Connor, Karen Ashe, Clarice Pascal.
I didn't get Ricky Jai.
Yeah, Rosalind Reed, Giselle Fraser.
Some of mine hearing you too good. So if I can give you back that list, because however I hear you, so do you.
Are you hearing me much better now?
Yes. We want you clear. Go ahead.
Okay, so that list goes as follows. There are 11 contestants and 1 reserve contestant. Young Brother, number 1, Terry Lyons. Number 2, Ricky Jai is in as well. Freetown Collective, Tazea O'Connor, Karen Ashe, Clarice Pascal, Rosalind Reed, Giselle Fraser, Rivaldo London, and Nicole Thomas. Your reserve is Brian London.
Oh, so that's
you mentioned Milwaukee, Mohammed. I've seen it here.
Mohammed is Freetown Collective.
Who's that? Oh, what you saying? You see what I mean? So, I mean, you into that, so you know more than me, but I didn't hear that actual name, and I've seen it here on this list now. So it appears that depending on where you look, you have different pieces of information that you have to piece together. All right. So there you have it, people. Of course, let us just repeat it again from your list.
And my information came from the Daily Express. So we have Young Brother, Terry Lyons, Ricky Jai, Freetown Collective, that's Mr. Mohammed, Tazea O'Connor, Karen Ashe, Clarice Pascal, Rosalind Reed, Giselle Fraser, Rivaldo London, Nicole Thomas, and Reserve Brian London.
Yeah.
Wow. And you know the price for that, whoever win, which I believe, honestly, it's looking like, I think, out of all the performance, the best performer I saw there was Terry Lyons, boy. Wow.
Well, I didn't have a look at it, but I know it's $1 million.
Yeah, so it's $1 million for the first prize, $500,000 for the second prize, $250,000 or so for the third prize, and then I think fourth could be like 100,000 or whatever to fifth, and then the other four will get at least, I think it's about $100,000 or $45,000 per person. So everybody there getting a little money. So you see this, I feel I looking to enter that Calypso Monarch next year to see if I can win a little $1 million. Or at least get in the first 10. Let me see if I can throw my hat in the ring.
You know that's a good thing, because the prizes kind of influence motivates the way people come into competitions and the way they
it's an incentive,
it's a nice incentive, so hats off to the administration for that.
Now that I know that level of price, I think I go in this year.
You can't get in this year again. You have to qualify.
But if you just sing over this dance,
you can probably make friends with one of the Calypsonians.
Boy, imagine if Lennox sing like how he just dance. I feel you get you for most comedic, or was it comedy singer? And you had a dance and thing on the stage too, and he can win $1 million.
You know, I actually think that Lennox may be able to write a really nice piece.
Yeah, I wrote a couple. I wrote a couple songs.
And you ain't sing none?
No.
Sometimes the best writers are not singers.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you, Andy.
I feel like going and getting this competition.
Andy made an attempt, of course, and I was supposed to be his manager.
Serious?
Yeah. So
Andy have skills.
Yeah, you mean, man? Hey, Andy find one of them tunes for him now, man. So
I have
Andy's songs there. Yeah. Of course, we went there. He all dressed up, and he would say like a circus. He would say like a circus, but I wouldn't call him that. I would say he dressed as a Calypsonian. And there he was, of course, and pensive all over the place. We had to cry him in a little corner and calm him down. Just now, Andy, you'll get on the stage, but you have to wait and say, oh, good boy, as you job over a manager real hard. I will never want a job again like that. Yeah. But I will never want a job as a manager again when I have to use psychological therapy just before he goes on stage. Right? That was the hardest job I do in a long time.
Oh, but I feel the rub, man. I feel the rub, man. Hear why? Back then, ganja music was not popular. Remember, nobody couldn't play nothing saying ganja in it really on radio and all them things. Well, listen to it. We can play it now, but listen to it all. Yeah. Listen to the thing they were waiting on and they and everything. I mean, it was a good rendition, good story. They should have go in the backyard.
It was a good attempt, but fantastic attempt.
Well, listen to it. Listen to it. Let me cut it there and they rob me, man. They rob me, man.
They rob him.
Yeah, obviously.
Crazy! The Pitbull. I dream I was a farmer in a ganja city, planting marijuana to cure everybody. Government legalize it and give me a free hand with an official permit to plant it on the land. So now I'm planting ganja and I'm importing food with lots of ganja power and a new attitude. In the morning I plant it,
cure your cancer and heal your HIV. Ganja to enter banker and harden your PP. It's government to say so to get people to vote. What used to be a no-no is now a thing of wood.
Nice. And listen to the lyrics now. It's not boring like you see there when them bam 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 and some of them can't sing the talking the thing. The calypso, I don't know. Look at that kind of calypso renovation.
Andy, you must be commended because I mean you got being one of the best exponent in the art form, and that is crazy to be with you there.
Yes.
You know, and I thought that was great. And the only difficulty I had in that season is that when you had to have a big performance night, you reached late.
Yeah, but only that. Remember back then too.
Ended before you could have performed.
Yeah, but back then too, you know, back then, PNM was in power, so them in the pitbull go through there, and then them is who legalize the ganja, and I come with a nice.
Well, they didn't legalize it; they decriminalized it.
Right, decriminalize it and things. So you know, so what I go say? I feel I go organize and try the backyard with that same tune again, because I can go back with your tune, you know. Yeah, I will compose it over real nice and go back with my tune again. For the backyard with that kind of beat and okay, you understand? That's a nice thing for the backyard, man.
Yes, people, of course, I'm all about music, all about the culture, but we have to go for a break. And when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
CEO of Shell, Wael Sawan, indicated in a February 5th, 2026 CNBC interview that the company is prepared to develop multi-billion-dollar offshore natural gas projects in Venezuela, including the Dragon gas field, within months, pending regulatory approval. Shell aims to bring production and export gas through infrastructure in Trinidad and Tobago within the next few years. In response, Energy and Energy Industry Minister, Dr. the Honorable Rudal Munilal, noted that the government is actively seeking investment in the energy and steel sectors in Trinidad and Tobago.
The OFAC license is in place. It is valid today as we speak. Work has been continuing by all stakeholders. Even during the tense days in December and so on, there was no indication that anything had changed and work continued. The timeline given by the Shell executive, I think, is a realistic timeline in that we expect that we will progress that project in good time. I think it may have been delayed by about 4 months or 6 months, given that they revoked the license. That may have led to about a 6-month delay or so, but it is progressing. We have been in touch with the stakeholders and we continue to engage.
Dr. Munilal also highlighted some other fields that have caught the interest of the government.
The other matters related to that is that there are other 2 areas, the Lauren Manatee and the Manikin Coquina, and the Coquina and Lauren. And there are applications before the United States authorities. We are not discouraged at all. In fact, we are optimistic that the Treasury Department will see favor with those applications for Trinidad and Tobago as well. We are optimistic about that, so that those cross-border fields and Dragon, which is an across-the-border field, we believe that those 3 will bear fruit in the short to medium term, which will give Trinidad and Tobago, of course, a very good advancement on production, given the serious problem we have had of gas shortage.
Dr. the Honorable Rudal Munilal, Minister of Energy and Energy Industries. The government confirmed it is currently pursuing a 6-month OFAC license for the project following the lifting of certain oil-related sanctions on January 29th, 2026.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Pan on the road. Pan on the road. Voices on the air. Talk City 91.1. Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
This is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. Hey, it's 32 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. And you are viewing and listening to the Ground Report on all our social media platforms. Yes, at Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, And not forgetting on Real Media TT on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Also not forgetting Corridor Transformation and 648 Television. Irvin Felix, a pleasant good morning to you and your wife. And don't forget to, if it is here, getting us in various platforms, you can also get us on The Ground Report on YouTube. So Trinidad and Tobago, the prize money is very encouraging. Many of you out there have talent, and I look forward to you all trying to enter that competition next year, please God. First prize 1 million, second prize $500,000, third prize $250,000. What best? Try something. You can never win. You can't win unless you buy your ticket. You have to try to get in. Okay? Nice. What else we have here?
But beyond that, gentlemen, clearly the government sees it as a part of the creative industry and the diversification thereof, and therefore, as you incentivize, as this seemed to suggest, more people will get involved. Snipes, I've always been curious because you have been around this industry. What it is to be a reserve? Brian London must be feeling something.
But you get money or something for that?
How these reserve feel? Because I mean, you may or may not. You're hoping that something happens so that you can get in. What?
Well, from my understanding, the show is a production and it's timed to a particular way. So if for some reason one of the selected gets sick on that night, you would need someone. So they have a forward thinking when it comes to the production. Right. You always have someone to fill.
So if I'm Brian London right now, I hoping somebody falls sick.
Not come on. Whether you perform or not, you're still going to be taken care of.
You're going to take care of. All right, okay.
So Brian London.
I thought was a matter of whether somebody gets sick.
I don't know if they may have changed the way they deal with things now.
I would expect if he's on standby, he must be compensated.
Yeah.
All right.
So what? So he will get in the package.
You're going to get a full show.
So he will get a package too, as the rest.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Definitely. So I can at least if I can make the reserve at least, and that money is about what?
that will be a major achievement.
Oh, sir.
To be a reserve, what? Major achievement, man. Next time you never can tell.
If I end up a reserve, at least I just told the truth in Trinidad and Tobago. I glad to reach in the reserve position. After I reach in that reserve position, again, they refuse the pit bull. Man, I walking over here to see who go get sick, yes? Because I have to sing. What? I only praying for people that get sick. Lord, please let this person get sick. Let me get to sing and enter this competition, Lord. What you want me to do, boy?
Boy, like you're giving London ideas. London, listen carefully.
Boy, go down on your knees and pray somebody.
Brian London, yes, the reserve for, of course, the Mashgra. The finalists, 12 of them, he being the reserve, but of course it's 11 that will be carded for contesting, and may the best man win.
That's all we can say at this point. Let's take a call. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Where you calling from? And what's your contribution on the ground this morning?
Yeah, this is Mr. Orlando from
Orlando number 2. Yes, Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have good Orlando 1, 2, and 3 now. So we have good fellas in there. Yeah, all things with happy carnival. Wish all the best for the carnival coming.
But you already when the government change and the crime situation, they're looking to conduct it. Eventually, plenty of you all foreign Trinidadians wouldn't look to organize, come back home, enjoy all the carnival and all those things.
Yeah. I want to come back home. I used to play mass, you know. With, you ever hear about a side they call San Walters?
Yeah.
Right. And Lennox.
Yes,
we had a big fight. We were the bad man from San Juan.
In the 60s,
Oh, so they used to
those days. No, we're not the panting. My brother will build the water tank in those days. He was the man who built the water tank. Well, he joined the army and then he died. But he was the man who designed the water tank for them fellas. That fella, what name all them big laddie, Keen, what name again? Jojo. I call him real man there, Jojo Vin. Keen, all them fellas. Well, them days I grew up with them fellas. When you're beating pan with them fellas, they say a lot to the pan stick on your head, you know. You don't beating good.
Nice. Any other
Yeah,
contribution?
Jojo. Well, honestly, you know how carnival was last time I know myself was a loving thing, man.
And that's how
It's
long.
only just when
But that's
somehow
so much years
I,
back that was so.
well, I 74 now. So that carnival go on there when I was about 50 something years old, 60 years. 50 years, about 50 years now, 60 years. My father and my brother come home with a jockey shorts and a sliders, you know. When someone starts getting the fight, every man saw they clothes. He play battle cry. Ever hear about battle cry, Lennox?
Oh, so before
Yes,
let me
yes,
say
yes, yes.
if a fight had happened, so long as you have on a jersey or clothes identifying that
Yeah.
man, when fight break out,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
strip down to your boxers not to get beat up.
No, yeah, get it. My brother used to make the costume for some horses, like all the helmet and thing. We used to cut 5 fingers and cut a potato, dip it in paint, brown paint, and put it on the jacket to make it look like an army thing. You dip the potato, you cut it in half, and you just dip it and you put thing that. And we used to dress in flower bags sometimes. I want to see them masks come back to give a little more spirit in it. You know what I mean?
I don't think you'll see that type of mass, you know, because I don't think the youths now
traditional.
that playing mass want to be no flower bag, you know, they want to be in the.
I believe we still have old mask competitions across Trinidad, you know, and they still encourage them in the
seems to be
schools. Old
traditional.
mask, yeah.
Monday seems to be very traditional because you have
Yeah.
the minstrels and all of that, sailor
Yeah.
mask.
It is
And
still
the
a
steel bands
tradition.
are still, of course, grace the stages on a Monday in particular. I know on a Tuesday.
What we could ask for is for them to highlight it a little more.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
had proposed.
it.
I had posed
Alright,
that
thank you so much,
midterm.
caller. But what I watch at the end of the day is, I remember when it used to have Cortina cars and Renault and all those various things, and those gone. That kind of thing we telling me about, it gone. Only let's be real. I remember the days when Super Blue was the biggest thing ever. All he had to do is come on a stage and and people just waving the flag.
You know, a lot of things will go. A lot of things will go, but there's nothing wrong with preserving tradition.
That's
you know,
true,
some things will become tradition, and we would want to pass it on to the generation to come. So even though some things gone, the technology has changed. We don't work no cortina, but we still would love to see a cortina on display. You understand? Yeah.
No, but you still have that mix prior to at least Carnival Tuesday, because to start off mass, you have, of course, Camboulet, for example. That is tradition as tradition could be, and in the run up or in the aftermath of that, you have all these dragon exercises and the fancy, not the fancy sailor, but the devil mask and all of that. So we still have it. But
Go
it
ahead,
should be
caller.
deepened. Thank you
Good
for
morning.
making that introduction, caller.
Go ahead,
Good
caller.
morning.
Good morning, caller. Where you calling
Good morning, Pitbull. Good morning, Lennox Smith.
Good morning.
Pitbull.
Yeah, what area you calling from?
Well, me from Central.
Central, go ahead. Let's hear you. Let's
From
hear you.
Central.
Yeah. I know this voice very good. Go ahead.
Right. Pitbull, let me tell you something, I agree with the last caller there with this bring back his full-time mass sanding. It's really good enough because long time old mass sanding was real good and thing. In the morning time, you're getting up and you hear a man beating the little picture pan and thing and they making the little noise and thing. And you give them a little $1.25 and thing. You know what I mean? 25 cents to sweep your yard out kind of thing. You remember that Pitbull and Lennox?
Yeah.
I tell people that. But let me deal with the bigger issue now. And I don't know if it's part of it. You know, this Robinson Regis. You understand? Who's selling wrong things to the public, the John public, and making a big issue over nothing and lying and telling people. And that's one of the reasons why I keep telling people the PNM good in lying. And when they continue lying, my brother, people stand to believe it. In Parliament, when the Minister of Housing put her in a place, she was shocked. Because you know why? People mislead her. And when they mislead people, that happen. And they see she take it and she run with it. And people must be careful. because Marvin Gonzalez, he didn't want people to hear from a $3 million water treatment to $33 million. He want nobody to hear that. You know why they want nobody to hear that? And calling and section this, so that, and so forth. To muzzle the government for not coming out telling people the truth. What the PNM do in this country. That's one of the reasons why we been suffering so much. And in fairness to the government, the Prime Minister, when she was in the campaign, she said she wasn't going to tax people. But when she went inside of there, and she see the kind of thing that's taking place inside, my brother, you will have no other choice to put things in place. And this motor car, you have to pay tax over. And inspection, that is your duty, your responsibility. You don't blame the government for that for raising tax. And then they want to bring this inheritance tax. The PNM want to bring this kind of rhetoric.
All right, thank you, Central. Oh boy, oh boy.
My brother.
Nice.
Be strong. And all the best for all you in the carnival, my brother.
All right, let me just play a voice note here quick.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Ground Report, and all the listeners via the network,
Go ahead,
radio,
Beulah.
television, YouTube, Facebook. All I want to say is that, Andy, yes, I found love in Christ. I returned back to my first love, which is Jesus. That's my first love. Anything after is secondary, but that's my first love. And my cats, and pretty soon I'm going to get a dog. Right? I'm a lover of also animals too. And KFC, stop talking rubbish now. Right? For 10 years, the PNMites, they sing against Kamala. Right? They never sing against Rowley and the regime and how we suffered the country for 10 years. And you have the audacity now to come and say, oh, they're shutting down the Calypsonians, them. And you telling the Calypsonians them to sing against this government and what they're doing. Well, let me tell you something, brother man. The moment they start to do that, the camps will be empty again. Like 10 years ago, it will be empty because nobody is going to listen to the crap. You hear? The right thinking citizens are going to listen to the crap. Only you will do that because you like a dog, just return back to its own vomit. Just because you're getting help. Everybody waiting and everybody getting a little kakada or how you call it. Right? But you always have to go against this government just because they are serving you. Huh? You're not the only one that makes up Trinidad and Tobago, brother man. Right? I see how all is, I see how all is. Ungrateful. 10 years, you didn't bash Rowley them so. But now you're coming to bash Kamala just because you as a person maybe vote for Kamala. Huh? Hello? Get your priorities straight there because I think it's a little bit mixed up.
Thank you very much. Next caller. Morning.
Good morning, Andy.
Make it short and see it, Granny.
Yeah. What I want to tell you, son, God bless all you. God bless all you in that studio. And because of all you, Granny just living. So she just get to know everything going on. And let us know when the life going as an elderly. Now, I want to say this. That gentleman who called to tell Mr. Tabaki call. Mr. Tabaki did not say nothing bad. And that is a habit he has. That if anybody call to talk good about UNC or to tell people something good, go and work, do something, then you do that. He just call and say, Hall, he do that too on Philip's program. Right? Now, you all have a very good program, good character program going on. This boy called on Wall Street program, and when he done talk, people had it on the chat, and people call and say that if Wall Street came on that on the program, they're not calling again. He's not mad. He understands everything Mr. Tabakit said. And he's on every PNM station. I listening. I'm talking UNC bad. So he is directly right in his head. What he wants is what Dr. Rowe said. The lazy and they only want to beg. And what the great woman said, that they're greedy, and she know it. Because people in the country is not in the capital. People in BC is not in the capital. And they live in, he wants to live higher than he means. You understand? That is what, and you only want people to feel sorry. Children, put them in the orphanage if you can't mind. You can't tell Mr. Tabakit Hall, a man will make good contribution. You said that on Philip's program, you did come and tell me Santa Cruz that and then say, so, no, you're mad. None of them are mad. Get them out all the program, else all the program will go down because it's a good program. To have them kind of people telling good people that. Thank you, sir.
Nice. Thank you very much. Snipes, if there's anything, you're going to take your little break there. So when we come back, I would like to play a young lady that entered the competition, the tutor competition, special child. And she had a nice realization too for Ian Allen, to work for Ian Allen. But I like special kids that try and to do something. We must give them that backing. And her name is Amy. Yes. Amy.
I hope you're careful, Andy, because you try as well, eh?
Yeah. That's good. So
let's go for the break. And when we come back more, as we, of course, continue with the ground report.
Carnival Stories. History in motion. Dan Lorraine. Satire in silk.
With exaggerated curves and elaborate gowns, Dame Lorraine was never just comedy. She was satire. In the 19th century, freed Africans parodied the excess of French plantation society, mocking aristocratic fashion, manners, and power. Every movement exaggerated privilege. Every costume questioned status. Dame Lorraine reminds us, Carnival has always spoken truth, sometimes with laughter.
Carnival Stories, where humor meets history. Carnival Stories on Talk City 91.1 FM.
No man afraid, no stick man, no man afraid, no demand.
The journey to becoming the king of the rock continues. Come feel the energy, chant, and witness the raw skill of stick fighting on Wednesday, February 4th from 7 p.m. All roads lead to Ojo Road Recreation Ground in Sandy Grande. Come experience the passion and power as warriors clash in the National Stick Fighting Semi-Finals. Tickets are only $75. Get those tickets at the Grandstand Ticket Booth, online at www.islandetickets.com, NCC office, Victoria Square in Port of Spain. Or you can also purchase tickets on site on the competition day. It's all going down. The National Stick Fighting Semi-Finals, Wednesday, February 4th from 7 p.m. Ojo Road Recreation Ground in Sandy Grande. This event is brought to you by the National Carnival Commission and sponsored by Moccasin, Dasani, Forest Park Punch and Rum, Coca-Cola, Kaleidoscope, and Caribbean Airline. For more information, you can follow at NCCTT online or call 622-1670 for more information. Grande, get ready! The Bois Man ain't afraid of nobody!
When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens, because your world can't wait. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Tune in to the Holy Trinity Cathedral program on Talk City 91.1 FM every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mark your calendar. It's a great way to stay connected with the spiritual reflections, uplifting messages, and community updates right here with us on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This Valentine's season, Talk City 91.1 FM celebrates second chances at love. Were you divorced, heartbroken, widowed, and thought love was over until it found you again? Share your story on air in just 1 or 2 minutes. Tell us how you healed, how long it took, and how love returned. Respectfully, honestly, and from the heart. Daily winners will be selected with a grand prize winner announced on Friday, February 13th. Second chances. Love after heartbreak. Only on Talk City 91.1.
I dey carry your water from the moon and back, oh. I dey change my track, oh, just to see you there.
Powered by the House of Angostura, Flowers 137, Cinema 1, Gemstone.
Question for you, I have a question for you.
Are you suffering from a lack of pavement lime vibes? Experiencing sudden soca withdrawal? Do you need some flavor in your life?
Yes, rest your carnival hearts, because we are taking the pavement lime straight to Flavor Village.
Still 100% soca.
Still 100% pavement vibe. And the best part, it's still free.
Plus, look out for the Forest Park Punch-In specials all night long.
It's Next 99.1, Digicel, and Forest Park Punch-In next level of flavor. Thursday, 12th February, from 5 p.m., we are the Flavor Village. Get your team, get your flag, and come take one last pump with the Next 99.1 family. The next level of flavor is powered by Digicel, Forest Park Punch-In, Blue Waters, Stamina Energy, Yellowtail Wines, Absolute, Jameson Irish Whiskey, Sunshine Snacks Sun Mix Nut Bar, Creamery Novelties, and the Ministry of Culture and Community Development. Next 99.1 FM, the pavement lime lives on.
This is the flagship. Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
This is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
Nice, because time check, it's about 5 minutes too, so that we at least get at least 2 minutes or so of this special child here that entered that competition and get their rendition.
For you.
Nice, I'm just open them out.
All superheroes wear a cape, but from that man in blue, you cannot escape. For you, not all superheroes.
Nice, and her name, Trinidad and Tobago, just let me give you all her name there, quick. Oh boy, it's one of our very own grandchild, so you know we have to make sure and support each other, right? Amia, right, her name is Amia Gordon. Yes, Amia Gordon, right? So they just get it quick.
Wear a cape, but from that man in blue, you cannot escape. When he says he's coming for you, don't statement could be as true. I am telling you. Justice, year after year, systems broken, fairies drawing near, but there's a man with a mission and a heart full of care, patrolling the streets and uncovering the truth with flair. Not all superheroes wear a cape, but from that man in blue, you cannot escape. When he says he's coming for you, not all superheroes wear a cape, but from that man in blue, you cannot escape. When he says he's coming for you, those statements could be as true. I am telling you.
Nice, Amaya Gordon, man. Yes, young Amaya Gordon, keep up the good work. Next year,
what specific challenge she would have had?
She's a special child. I wouldn't go into all of that. Meaning
No, I just want to know because I mean it's commendable, regardless of the challenge. Just wanted to know the specific one, because I know depending on the nature of it, that effort would have been, you could categorize it pretty huge or or less huge, but nonetheless, for persons like that, I think is a motivation for others to partake and to express themselves in that way. So at minimum, it's tremendous. It is a very, very worthwhile effort and must be commended and encouraged.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Amaya, yes, Amaya Gordon. I got the name right now. Amaya Gordon, you keep up the good work. Go keep going from strength to strength with the support of your family them. Yes. I must say a pleasant good morning to Anne Jackman and the Jackman family. A pleasant good morning to you all. Time check, it's exactly 1 minute to the hour. Coming up next, Trinidad and Tobago, it's Stefan and Mr. X. You all know that. Right? Don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation with off the records that, as I must say. Don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation with yours truly, Lennox Smith, okay? On behalf of the Ground Report team, after God, family comes first. Be safe on the nation's roads. Until tomorrow morning, please God, on behalf of the Ground Report team, we are out of here.
Bang, 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 bang.
These are not just stories, they are the echoes of who we are, passed down in voices, in silence, and in memory. From the heart of the Caribbean, where history, mystery, and magic meet, this is Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Your weekly journey into the legends, stories, and whispers of our islands. Brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM. By day she is unseen, but by night she roams. They say her eyes burn like hot coals, and her face resembles that of a corpse. Yet no one ever sees it, for she hides beneath a wide-brimmed hat and a veil that masks her true form. She appears elegant, irresistible, dressed in fine blouses, with puffed sleeves and long flowing skirts. But beneath that beauty lies her secret. One foot is not human, but cloven like that of a beast. The Lajabless is known to appear at village dances. The women feel it instantly, unease, distrust. But the men, they are enchanted. And when she asks one of them to walk her home, he cannot refuse. She leads him away deeper into the dark woods until suddenly she vanishes. Lost, confused, and alone, the unfortunate man wanders the forest, falling into ravines, swept into rivers, or torn apart by wild hogs. And so, the elders still warn, if ever you feel she walks beside you, strip off your clothes, turn them inside out, and put them back on. They say it is the only sure protection from Lajabless. Another tale from our islands, reminding us that the past, the spirits, and the stories of our ancestors are never far away. You've been listening to Echoes of Our Folklore. Echoes of Our Folklore. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM.